The Dodgers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Splatoon at Purdue 2025 Invitational.
Yep.
Welcome to the 2025 Invitational. I'm Drew Martin, joined here by Ashram.
Hi there.
Ashram, how are you doing today?
Doing great. It's good to be back here for the fourth Purdue Invitational, I believe, right?
I think 3 or 4, maybe.
3 or 4. I don't know. It's been a long time since ITEP versus MSU.
But I was going back to memories where I didn't exist yet.
But first, we've got round 1 coming up. Illinois State Red Embers versus Bash. Both these teams got some really good players, and it should be a really interesting first match we'll be seeing on here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to start. We got a Purdue team starting off for a round run, which I'm always excited to see.
And a good friend of
Bash
Purdue.
has been a pretty big staple at Purdue for a few years, so it's always nice to see them. But we're gonna start round 1 with Splatoon on Macomart.
A very neutral map. One of the fan favorites actually. But it is interesting because it plays very differently than the rest of the Splatoon 3 maps, in my opinion. So maybe we'll see some rollers and some bucket. V-bucket's really good still. I'm looking forward to seeing some stamp throws.
That would be fun, yeah.
After the stamp buff, you just chuck a stamp at the you just chuck a stamp at stacks and it just clears it instantly.
Oh yeah,
with how big that hitbox
with
is
the
now.
new buff,
It's really funny.
It's very funny.
It's very, very funny.
I've been playing some V-maze, so I'd be like, yoink,
Yoink.
yoink.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
But this is a play all 3, correct?
It is a play all 3. So we will be seeing Clam Blitz on Inkblot. Very, very fun. Tower Control Ship Shape is also a great map. Very snowbally, so we'll see how this momentum flips. Hopefully we'll see some good game from these two teams.
Yeah.
Do you know what colleges are here today?
Yeah. I think we're getting started right now. I think we're probably doing something. The game is good. Okay, yeah. So it looks like we are getting ready soon. So, did you say you made just an impulse drive down here as of like yesterday?
I drove down here this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
When did you wake up?
7.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was great.
That's good. So, you're safe.
Yeah, I think we have, what, 9 teams with us today?
I think so.
9 teams.
9.
From, we got some, what, Purdue, Illinois, Michigan.
Yeah, I think Ohio State. Sorry, the Ohio State. I think is here. Are there any other schools I'm forgetting?
I don't know. I'm gonna be so real. I did not have time to check. But anyways, going into Splat Zones on Macomart.
One more
Illinois State versus Bash.
Bash.
Yeah, that is a new team tag.
We got Lettuce on a speed flash. I always love to see that. We also see Chrono with an ink brush.
Classic
for
Chrono
that.
ink brush. Trying to go for the stamp variety, going for the safe pick here. We have Pencil V Eddie here, which is very interesting to watch. Bash with yellow. Really sticking to them, especially because if you notice that cooler there, only one member of Bash actually picked up the cooler. So it's really bad. I believe that crab is from the cooler, but the crab gets canceled by the blaster. Nemo trying to sneak up behind, gets called out, gets the jump out. Not looking great, but we still have to special on that.
Still up. Not quite, gonna drop into that brick area.
They have to take care of this blaster. Lettuce dropping, but gets the gets 2 directs! Didn't find the last person, it was in the corner. But huge double there. That might be the game, honestly.
That actually could be the game. We do see on that rail, seeing if they can do anything. Not gonna be able to do anything yet. Is gonna have to retreat. They do have tricks online though. One down.
But look at this blaster, look at this pressure! You can't lose these strikes here! 15 ticks less, Cooler is out, strikes are out, trying to neutralize the zone here, 7 ticks, double from the curling bomb! But do they have the paint to neutralize? They do, 2 points remaining! Crab is out on stack, they need to paint this zone, but their splash player is nowhere, is it stuck Crab?
What a curling bomb!
What a curling bomb! Curling bomb out here saving the day. and it's up to Illinois to try to keep this lead. 2 points is a really strong lead, but you never know on splat zones.
Yeah, we do see Candle dropping into that midsection. It is going to be able to, I think, find one on Nemo right there.
Big
that
whale.
Three down, and that is
late
a wipeout for Illinois State.
Very, very good wipe there. Right back to taking pressure on them. That blaster and that blaster versus Slosh is a really interesting matchup here because they both want the same thing. But the bomb finding the blaster, putting out the strikes on the zone. Not going to be able to find anything, but should be able to get some really good space.
Yeah, we do see a neutral state of zone right now. We see Warnock with that Zipcaster, seeing if they can pick off that crab. It's going to take it offline, but not be able to get the pick.
Zone actually didn't flip. It's still on Illinois State. They did not get an additional penalty for that because they kept the zone, but 2 down. It's only their splash player and their pencil. The zone is going to flip for Bash. Nemo trying to take stack, trying to hold that. Pencil goes down. That's a big, I think they lose their cooler for that.
I think they do too. We do see Nemo does have that strike zone last, but Corona just up that whale. Is going to pick off Panda right there. Trying to get Lettuce. Is going to get Lettuce as well. Corona trying to paint the zone is going to be able to stop that Bash push at 59.
That was kind of a risky play from Illinois because they didn't have cooler because their pencil just died. But look at this shark, beautiful shark by Corona. Is he going to continue? I think not. No, they're just take the one. They're just take the one, get whale, play safe, play smart.
The brush shenanigans.
Really, they're just living in the corner, living in the freezer, getting that whale, trying to disrupt them while they're trying to put this crab push out, not able to find anything with this crab, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it looks like the zone might be too late. I think
and it's a knockout. Yeah. Oh, the strikes were just a little too late.
Barely too late.
ISU
takes game 1.
Yeah, I think what is gonna need to happen for Bash is they need to pay attention to how prominent this blaster is. They can't skill diff this blaster by just rushing it. They have to kind of take those weird 2v1s at like different angles. A very difficult thing for a lot of teams to do is against blaster. A lot of times they'll try to take a 2v1, but they're clumped together, you know?
Yeah. There was a bit of back and forth though.
A little bit of back.
It's gonna be close. We do have tower ship though, which I don't remember if Bash said this was one of their best or worst maps, but they definitely said something about it at one point.
Yeah, tower ship shape is very momentum based, and it's very much which team can like win that first initial fight and keep that space.
I know.
And I think Illinois State with that blaster player is going to do really well in tower.
Yeah, this is one of my worst maps.
Same here.
It's so weird. It's always been one of my worst. It's just like I could get all the way to 2 points remaining and I'll still lose somehow. It's just
no push is safe on
no push on this map.
No push is safe. You could. Yeah, and also the pencil play. Like, are we gonna see a backline change for Bash? Because I don't really.
I doubt it.
Like maybe Crab had it. But like that's the only change I could see. But no. Bubbles though, we do see the V Junior from Lettuce. Same comp for Illinois State, just sticking with what they know.
Yeah. Junior's really interesting. Lettuce playing Splat Bomb Simulator, like I always like to call it.
Splat Bombs are good. I like the bubble here a lot. Oh, Blaster finds one. Blaster! Ooh. That's a direct? What?
Candle able to get another one. It's that assist. Trying to get Lettuce. It's going to be able to get a spark.
Is Candle running opening gambit?
Lettuce has to panic pop.
Lettuce just can't get a break here, trying to find something. Unable to find something. Candle's going crazy. No one is dealing with them.
How much IA are they running?
They might have opening gambit.
You're right. I didn't even think about that, but you actually might be right. Playing in the corner, is going to have to jump out. Corona with that whale as well. Gonna pop that all the way at checkpoint 2 already.
Right,
but it's gonna get taken out by that bomb right there. Great bomb.
But they're past the checkpoint. They did get past the checkpoint. Slosher goes down to the blaster. This is looking like a roll here, but Lettuce trying to save the game here, trying to just put bombs on the tower. Ooh. Bombs on the tower is gonna find one. Unable to find the second though, and that's 2 points again. A Candle versus the world. It's 2 points again. Candle does find one with the wave breaker. It looks like, and Panda's barely gonna get the kill.
Oh, that was so close.
Again, Illinois pushes to 2, and it's up to Bash to try to KO.
KOing on this map is so difficult though. It's gonna take everything from Bash if they want to be able to win this match.
It's difficult, but not impossible.
True.
Do they know where the brush is?
They know where the brush is, Corona. Keeping up for a second. Seeing if they can get anything
Crab
going.
delaying this tower here. Soda is going to get popped. I believe only Nemo's going to get it. Eggs and Ghost out of the Crab. Just trying to play a little bit of neutral. Trying to throw some bombs. Whale is going to come out. Trying to break through this neutral. Corona is going in.
Yeah, it is huge. Eggs and Ghost. Putting some burst bombs down. Putting some space out. Warmog dropping all the way onto the wave breaker. And it's going to go down.
Luckily with Soda, but this push is a lot of back and forth. No one really has a lot of control yet. Bash going to be at checkpoint 1. Chrono on the brush, trying to find one, unable to find anything. Going to Whale to try to break up this fight here. Ooh.
Bash does get past the first checkpoint.
Right, but look at this blaster. This is such a good spot for the blaster.
Oh!
Double gets a wipeout. Only 2.5 minutes left to play.
I might have to take some notes and start playing Range Watch.
Range Watch is great. Look
Candle
at
is
this ledge demon.
Cooking right now.
Candle is absolutely cooking with that blaster. Look at that burst combo with the teammate there to get that kill in their back line. Very, very scary for Bash right here. Oh my god, Candle's still on the flat.
You see the cooler go down for Bash. It's not good. We see Cliff with that pencil. It's going to take as much space as I can. I'm going to be able to get the KO, and it looks like it is.
Look at unfortunate with the, what is it called? The strikes just coming out a little too late to stop that KO.
Yeah. So it looks like ISU, the Red Embers, is going to take this set, but we still have one more game left.
We still have one more game left. It is play all 3. Clams on Inkblot Art Academy.
Pretty good map list.
It's not bad. It's not a bad map list.
It's not a bad map list.
I'm very curious about what Lattice is gonna run here. If they're gonna stick with that junior for that bubble pressure, or if they want something else.
I don't know what she's gonna do. It's gonna be really interesting.
Alright, we got a sub.
We got subs going in.
Sub for Illinois State. I wonder who they're subbing
Salted
out.
Moth motif is going to be subbing in, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's here except for Corona. Cliff played. I don't know which one Candle is.
No idea.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? I mean, we'll probably still see a blaster. It is Clam Blitz on Inkblot Art. Range is still pretty good here. Pencil's still pretty good here. Splash is not bad here. We could see some,
A lot of good options.
We could
here.
see a different painter.
We could.
We could see a different painter other than Splash.
Perchance.
What was their fourth?
Huh?
So what was their comp? They had Blaster, Splash, Pencil,
Brush.
Brush, Corona, right?
Corona. How do you
Brush
pick
is
Corona?
crazy on Clams. I
Brush
would
is
not. I would not switch that. Maybe switch to the stamp though. Come on, be funny.
Yes, let's
Be
see.
funny with the stamp.
We'll have to see. Looks like one of the other matches from groups ended already. Don't know how that one went, but Start GG will have all these.
Start GG's weird.
Wish I could have played in this, but it is what it is.
I'm not in college anymore.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll have the spin house. Only reason I'm not playing is because A, couldn't find a team, B, I have work in a few hours.
Yeah.
Yay! Hey, if I wasn't, I would have stayed. It'd be a cool day. But I gotta make money. I gotta afford that Switch too.
True. That thing's expensive.
Even though half of my paycheck already went to essentials already.
As our teams are getting set up here.
We're not getting the camera, are we? I know it's set up.
Yeah, they're good. They're getting the camera ready.
Yeah. I don't know if it's working, but
Yeah,
maybe
unfortunately, you
eventually
can't
it
see
will
all the wonderful plushies we have in front of us.
and the TV. It's gonna be an angle downwards.
And the,
It's like a 0.5
Yeah.
selfie.
Nice. Wonderful showing today, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's getting more crowded and crowded
Yeah.
every year.
We got like probably
40.
50, 40, 50
40,
people.
50 people, yeah. While we go in to clams on Inkblot.
8 and 7.
8 and 7 in, alright.
We do see Junior from
Junior's
Lettuce.
still coming here, and then...
Another transition. Is that Crab?
Zap!
That's
Zap
Crab.
Grab it.
Crab had it. Triple splashdown blaster. And candles
Whoa.
on that.
Yeah, they do have opening gambit on blaster.
Ah, that's why. Oh, that's a different blaster user now.
Oh, that
Cliff
is
was
that's
on
Cliff,
Petrol,
yeah.
and now they're on custom blaster. Interesting.
That's weird. So Candle's not on blaster anymore. Candle's on the Zap.
Yeah.
Cliff is gonna go down. Trying
Yeah,
to
but
fight
Pete,
here.
it's gonna go
getting
down
that.
early. That's 2 down on both sides.
It is. A lot of back and forth here, and both teams were cooler, so we're still gonna see some scraps here from mid.
Yeah, you see Cliff going around that left stack, seeing if they could get a pick. And it does see them in that corner. It's gonna get taken out, but that's 2 down on the side of Bash.
It's just Panda versus the world here, trying to get the defense. Gets one. Still marked by that clam though. Kinda rough in that one.
Kinda iffy.
But Warma going in with the Zip Caster, gonna get caught out there. Nothing really happening here. 2 specials ready for Bash, 1 for Illinois. Crab gonna come out, Strike gonna come out for the Crab. Bubble comes
jumping
out.
in. He's not going down to the construction, but
All the specials coming out at once, trying to find this header here. Oh my god, the blaster out of the ink. Where is the blaster coming from? Oh, Warmonk!
Oh,
Warmonk! Okay, I did not expect to trade from that, but that's 3 down. That's Illinois. Were they cooler? I don't think they were. It's a free curling bomb into the basket, getting some points in.
yeah, we do see Panda going for some more clams right there. Nemo going all the way on the side route up to Bats. Seeing if they can get any more clams, they're gonna get a few more. That's 53 for Bash.
Unable to find the pick on the Zap. Zap is barely gonna get the pick. I don't know if they have bomb defense, if that matters or not.
Ooh, but that's 3 down on the side of.
But a 53-point push is not bad. Cooler in mid. Whoa.
Okay.
Aggressive.
Very. See Warmonk going around. It's still
You're
marked by that
marked.
sensor.
You're marked. Get
You're
out
marked,
of there.
Warmonk. Get out of there.
Alright, Splashdown is ready for the blaster. Might just try to go into a suicide bomb mission.
Maybe.
Going to try to get it. Oh, the cancel
Nice
by
trade.
Squid Bat?
I don't think so. I didn't see it.
Okay. I'm seeing things.
You're seeing.
That-
Two PSC at PSC, maybe?
absolutely. That power clamp is gonna go away now. The clamp is still in favor of Cliff. That movement.
What? Movement.
Ooh, that movement, Cliff.
Movement. Yeah, Cliff with this movement.
Cliff with this movement. Kind of moving around. 2 go down somewhere for Baz. I don't know where. It's kind of Nemo versus the world, but no power clam online yet. Trying to build one. The brush is going to be able to.
Oh! It's a rail! And they still get it in!
They still get it in, but that's those precious few seconds wasted trying to get that in.
It looks like Bash was able to clear their plat pretty well, and 68 is not.
I didn't expect to see Illinois just to brick that.
Yeah. And knock the wall like that. Ooh, what
very
a
nice
great
pick. Are you gonna go in with that pick off that? Come on, go down that pick.
Go on the pick. Go.
Splashdown, not gonna be able to find anyone across that wall. Zipcaster is still ready. 1 down. Warm-up kind of just behind the entire enemy team, unable to find anything. Triple whaled.
It was taken triple whaled.
Yeah, you know, but when you're just like in no man's land, walking literally around the entire map, I think you deserve it.
Yeah. You see Panda up on that right stack.
Yeah.
Good spacing right there.
Good
Seeing if they can take Corona out, they will.
Yeah,
but they were cool.
No one can challenge it except for the other headed. There's no pencil here. Everybody knows where the headed is. Just play slow.
If he was
Doing
the opposite of play slow.
Yeah,
Getting all the way in with that bubble.
Yeah,
Might have been a little bit too far back, but
a little too far back in my opinion. But using that ink strike to get in with the bubble, not going to be able to take too much space though. Jumping out, trying to save some life here. 13 clams for Illinois right now. Trying to take back the lead to make it a clean 3-0.
Candle in that corner. 7 clams to their name. Seeing what they could do with that zap.
1 minute left to play. I believe Illinois only needs 40 points.
Yeah.
About 40 points.
They needed probably 2 power clams.
Yeah, power clams.
But they have 24. They have most of the economy, but
they have the economy. They just need to get in, and that's not what you want to see. Your blaster going down a lot of your entry. But the brush, space, finds one. Can they get the other power clamp? Other power clamp. Unable to find anything. Strike's coming out for defensive.
Wait.
Oh! It's a full wipe. If that splashdown Okay, if that splashdown didn't get canceled, it could have been easily.
It really could have been different game. I think Bash, all they have to do is hold out for the rest of the game. Reducing Candle go down in that corner.
They just want to take some of the clam economy. Wait, they don't. Wait,
They
Illinois doesn't have a power.
Now they do.
Okay,
Corona.
Illinois, they just built the power, but they've got jumps in.
They're gonna
jumps into the basket.
Who gets it first?
Who gets the basket first?
No!
Illinois gets the basket open. There, 5 seconds left on the timer. Corona has 3 clams.
Corona
to win the game. Win the game with the brush back door.
Oh my gosh. This is the type of games we see in LANs.
That was insane. The split-second decision to just say, "I'll race you to the basket. I'm a brush player."
Yeah. Brush wins that like 99% of the
9
time.
times out of 10, unless you're running like quick super jump or something, you're winning that race.
Yeah.
Really good.
What?
Game. Wow.
Split-second decision making by Corona.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's insane.
wow.
All right, I think we move on to the other group.
Okay, cool.
We'll
Think we
take
go
a
on break?
quick. Yeah, we'll take a quick break as we
Yeah, I think
transition
we'll take a quick break.
to group 2.
Okay.
And welcome back to the Purdue 2025 Invitational. We got OSU Scarlet versus Illinois State Red Embers. Tell me about it. What do you know about these teams?
Not a lot. I'm not huge into collegiate a lot anymore, but we did just see Illinois State play against Bash and went 3-0 in a very interesting Clan Blitz match. That was very fun to see, but
Very
I
interesting.
know Actual Squids United is the Ohio State University, I'm pretty sure.
They are the Ohio State University.
The Ohio State. Not just Ohio State, the Ohio State University.
I mean, like, look at these names.
There are some names I do recognize. I recognize Verde, Big Gay.
Big Gay.
I think Okamo I recognize as well.
Yeah, I've seen them around, yeah.
But
It's
I'm really interested to see.
I do hope it's going to be an interesting game. I haven't seen OSU play in a hot second, so
Me neither.
it's going to be interesting to see how they've grown.
Paid attention collegiate-wise in probably a year and a half, at least. It's been a good while.
Yeah.
But don't know exactly what our maps are gonna be. But
Yeah, let's go ahead and see
Yeah,
what
we
are our maps
Yeah.
for round 2.
All right, there we go. All right. Ooh, Zones Ramen.
These are great, man. I love these maps.
Zones Ramen is so fun.
Zones Ramen is great, especially if like somebody knows where to put the sprinklers.
It's fun to play. It's fun to watch. It's fun to commentate for. It's just overall, it's goated.
It's like a goated map.
It's goated like that.
Rainmaker Undertow. Classic. I do like the change they made forever ago. Remember when it used to be slick at the end?
Ew, yeah.
Yeah, that was
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the end used to be slick. God, that was fun.
That was fun.
And TC Haggle. I mean, I love TC Haggle for like track and roller, but like,
I've loved that map since like the game came out.
I do think all of these, at least the first two maps, are going to be really interesting to see how Brush and Blaster will try to play if they want to bring that out. Haggle Tower, great Blaster map, great Crab map. I think this map list is honestly really good for what we saw from Illinois State's comp. Very standard type of, kind of an earlier meta. You don't really see that type of, a lot of those weapons anymore, actually.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we're getting started.
Or at least like Splash Crab.
Yeah, well, yeah, we are getting started.
Alrighty. Are those leader badges?
I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
Gaming.
The Zimmy, the
Pen.
pen.
I get V-Mini Gaming.
Very similar comps.
Oh, I'm eating.
Very, very similar comps.
We got our first stamp gameplay.
Yeah, we do. We got 2 minis, two pencils, 2 blasters. The only the major difference is Slaughter versus Brush.
Slaughter v Brush. You see Amy Rose with that's a range blaster.
His colors are wrong.
Colors are wrong, but we do see gonna pick on Kendall right there.
Yeah, OSU is in orange and Illinois State is in blue.
Yeah. I know I expected that whale. Oh, one of them is big. You're gonna have to use it. We did have that bubble for a bit, but it looks like we're gonna get stuck right there.
Ooh, Candle on that blaster again. Unfortunately, Gango does step throw. Doesn't find anything close though.
One thing I want to see whenever a stamp is popped, be on the POV.
No, just be in the sky. They're throwing
just be in. Yeah, you're right. That's actually way funnier.
Yeah, they're always throwing the stamp. Another cooler coming out for the push. Corona. Where's Corona?
Corona in their own little world trying to get a pick. Gets Okami right there. Seeing they can get Amy Rose is not going to be able to. It's going to have to drop.
I think the drop was good as the blaster was coming out of that Kraken. Going to get chased there by the mini. Illinois State about to retake the lead here with a couple points remaining. Big lead flip.
Right there.
Whoa! Interesting mini for mini trade. Pencil going down on OSU. It's just Amy Rose on the blaster trying to duel the opposing blaster.
Do the pencils know to put the sprinklers up on the bowl?
That's like really niche map knowledge, and I don't know if it's like worth it to like take that time.
Funny.
Oh,
good
Kraken
Kraken.
finding the pencil. That's gonna make them get that zone there. It's just gonna be the
stamp.
mini and
stamp.
I don't know where that stamp went.
No, they have stamps ready.
Oh, that's true.
Let's wait for it to be popped. Let's see. I'm looking at. Oh, it popped!
Oh, oh! That could have been a double, but unfortunate. Hits the ledge. Corona going in. They want to take space here with that Kraken. Not going to stay here. 40 points remain. This is where it gets scary. Both players get the right. Candle finding one. No, 2. Not quite. That's a terrible thing to happen. 3 people go down for the. What? Oh my God. Dominant showing by ISU. Luckily, they were cooler. Going to be able to find something here. At least find one. Kraken going in, trying to take some spacer. Going to find 2. Amy Rose is clearing the way. Finding 3. Last is forced to jump out. Thank God. Amy finding 3 there. Saving the game. Giving them another chance to maybe push below 9. Cooler going to be popped out for OSU here. Trying to take some more space. Stamp is ready for Illinois State, though. Brush going down. Stamp's kind of sharking. Pop. Oh, you can't. You gotta throw it. You gotta throw it now.
That's why you throw it.
You can't be stamped like that. You gotta throw it. I do actually really like the toxic mist here. Like there's only like one choke point here, but Candle finding one, trying to find the other person. The other person wailed. They can't jump out while wailed. No, you can't jump out while wailed. What a checkmate there.
Remember when Whale got that random like 17% damage buff out of nowhere?
Worth.
Yeah.
It needed it. Back in control with the stamp. You're gonna throw. Oh my God! It's the wall. These stamp throws gotta be better. But only 20 points left on that penalty now. OSU needs to find something here. Amy Rose coming in again with that Kraken. Not going to be able to find anything, but making some space. Trips are going to come out too. Bubbles coming out, making a lot of space, but look at this brush trying to keep the zone. Corona. Wait, they still have the zone. What?
Wait, what?
The penalty's gone. 7 ticks remaining. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, OSU finally flipping the zone back, trying to find Candle in this corner, canceling the Kraken. Really good play there, otherwise that could have been disastrous. Slusher trying to find one! Big trade!
What a trade!
I thought that Slusher had that! Really big trade there. Amy was trying to take some more space with this cooler, with that blaster, not taking too much risks though, almost having that. Ooh, that was too direct! Okay, anyways, finding that pick, really, really nice here as 30 points on that penalty remaining, and then they still have to get like 20 more points after that. Illinois State popping cooler. Kraken is ready. They're popping whale. They're doing everything they can. Bubble gets popped for the defensive. Amy Rose is going to get followed out by Candle on the... Oh, I don't
We're going to break the bubble. No, you're not.
They don't break
Get
the
him
bubble.
stuck in the bed.
Candle's stuck in the
Get him
zone.
still alive.
What is happening? They, OSU's forced to jump out. Corona taking more space. 15 seconds remaining. I didn't even pay attention to the clock. They need to rush zone now, but they have no specials to do it.
They have the strikes. Those strikes are popped. Neutral state. Amy Rose get the pick right there.
Somebody dies on zone. That's overtime. Overtime. That kill on zone capped the zone. 25 points and then another 20 points. But they cannot lose zone here. No specials on either side. Oh, huge pick by Amy Rose. Blaster. Big bubble coming out. Oh, Corona. Candles and Kraken on the zone. Find it.
That's a neutral.
Oh! I love the patience there from the Kraken to just... They noticed that there was a jump on the zone, and they're like, if I get this kill, that's the most pain I'm going to get out of Kraken.
Yep,
it's just
absolutely.
Like, just to stay calm and take that pick.
Yep.
Oh my god, what a close game.
Illinois State keeping their undefeated streak alive.
Right, but it looks a lot closer here.
Yes. That was... I didn't even pay attention to the clock at all until I looked at like 18 seconds. I'm like, oh, this game's going on for a bit.
There was
how much? Oh, 18 seconds.
So much back and forth that I lost track of like how much time has gone by in the match, and then suddenly I was like, oh. They need to take the zone now.
Yeah.
It's
like, oh yeah, we got the time. No, we don't. We need to go.
Beautiful clock awareness from OSU there, trying to like take that zone back in the nick of time to trigger overtime, but just not enough ability to hold out against that Kraken.
We got game 2 though. We got Rainmaker.
Oh god, this is the first Rainmaker game we're seeing, I think, right? We didn't see Rainmaker in set 1. So round 2 having Rainmaker Undertow, real classic. I'm really excited to see blasters here. I don't think we'll see the Kraken blaster. In my opinion, Kraken is not really good on this map, except for like that last bit.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see Kraken.
It's really annoying to use Kraken on Spine.
I could see custom rain. Custom blaster.
I could see it. Because like I could see Splashdown.
Maybe Vanilla Rain.
Maybe we'll see a Wave Breaker.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see V-Mini or Zimmy gameplay.
I do want to see Stamp come out again. I think it would be really, really interesting if we saw some like Inkvac play.
Oh.
Even though Inkvac is terrible right now.
Inkvac is not really that good right now. And it's not on the best weapons.
It's not on great weapons, but I really like seeing Inkvac pushes on the final bit of this
especially teams
mode.
That are able to coordinate it like really well. Oh, it's so fun to see.
And you know, with Stamp players throwing their Stamp more often, maybe they'll actually not get cancelled for once.
True, you're right. Don't know if we're getting started yet, but hopefully, if I can stare into the abyss, it looks like they're readying up as we speak.
They are setting up. Trying to figure out what they want to run for this kind of a little bit wacky
We're
of a
starting.
mode.
Alright, what we got? Console Zimmy.
Whoa! Forge!
Wellspring!
Okay, they win pop. OSU wins pop.
Yeah.
There is no... Wait, that's not
no,
OSU.
That's not OSU. That's the color Illinois.
Yeah, that's Illinois.
Wait,
Illinois
we do see CRB back from Candle. That's immediate. Yeah, pop immediately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Object Shredder on the Wellstring, you're winning pop every single time.
Okay, the colors are inverted. It is OSU in the orange.
Yeah. But we were right. We do see the splashdown blaster coming out from OSU.
Yeah, you know, with that crazy able to get a pick there. That's 2 down already.
That's a very fast first checkpoint. Nothing is able to stop that. Look at how oppressive this blaster is on this big flank. Trying to fight. Is that the pro? Pro trying to flank. Very interesting. But look at all this disruption here. We got toxic mist. We got point sensors here. Just really hard to push through this.
Yeah, we do see Amy Rose with that
On the
blaster
flank.
going around the U grade. It's gonna get picked off.
Candle gets
Cliff.
Candle absolutely calling that flank out. Getting that direct. Stopping.
Good retreat there as well.
Really good retreat there. Trying to find some jumps from the teammates. I don't think the teammates are jumping. I think they're just swimming up, trying to just hold the space while they can. But the blaster v blaster.
The Wellspring pick is so interesting. Neither of us saw that.
Ooh, Wellspring kind of whiffing there. Unable to find that pick. That is going to be a 4v3 situation here. Kind of in the back of spine here, trying to find some space. But what do you think OSU, in terms of specials, can they use to take space?
Well, they do have that bubble question, and then they did just pop that Booyah Bomb, which is very useful. It looks like they're going to be able to get first check based off this.
Not for this Wellspring!
Not unless the Wellspring, though.
Ooh,
they are able to get it.
The Wellspring is going to get the pop, though. There's no way they... Guys. Okay, yeah. The Wellspring does get the pop out. A lot of stuff coming out. Ooh, Splashdown unable to find the pick there. Fairly good Wellspring picks actually coming out here, but
Wellspring.
It's good. But you know, OSU smartly backing up. They recognize that they
Big game.
Wellspring, dude, Wellspring, you can't be there.
You can't be playing around a Wellspring.
You can't be next to the bubble if Wellspring's on the opposing team.
That is the most object damage I've seen you really not playing around a candle. Be able to pick one, see if they can pick that. Oh, it gets the crack and canceled.
Flank
But it looks like Illinois State is still going to go for it. Amy Rose gets one.
Whoa, Corona kind of whipping here. Oh, but they don't get the Rainmaker. Rainmaker doesn't get any more points, though. It's still 35, but Corona getting bumped. I think Corona bumped the,
Yeah.
Oh,
Bumper brushes.
Bumper brushes. We hate it when that happens. But kind of popping Kraken a little early, in my opinion. The Rainmaker's just probably going to stay up there for a little bit. Candle? Okay, there we go. Okay. 2 down on the side of ISU. OSU trying to make a push here.
Yeah, it's only Corona.
It's only Corona with a special. Whale is pretty good here, though, to get that big denial. Splashdown is going to come online soon. Same with Booyah Bomb.
That bubble got shredded by that Wellspring.
Or is that Splashdown or is that Whale? I mean, Wavebreaker.
Wait.
That's Wavebreaker. Okay. Wait.
It's already broken. Booyah pop.
Yep. Booyah's pop. Oh, Amy Rose with the splashdown.
The splashdown. Corona gets taken.
Corona's gonna get caught. It's 2v2. Amy Rose finds another. It's just Blaster v Blaster with the mini trying to pop this. Rainmaker is gonna get the pop. They got the lead. They got the lead switch. They got the lead switch, and they got jumps in. Oh
no.
That is gonna be the end of the push. 1 minute 30 left to go to push a 10 extra points, and I believe 26 is actually past the stairway bump, right?
I think so. Not entirely sure, but I think
it's safe.
This is gonna be a hard push for Illinois State. But if they play exactly how we've been seeing them today, I have faith that they can actually pull it off.
Corona's stuck in this. Stuck in this toxic mist.
I think he's out of it.
He's out of it. He's recovering Inketless, but
Big Gay with that bubble.
What's going on? Big Gay!
Big Gay!
Big Gay! Big Gay! Big Gay! Big Gay! Oh! Beautiful Booyah Bomb. Corona's still sharking. 46 points remaining. Corona got found. Who found Corona? What happened?
What's going on?
30 seconds remaining. ISU. Wait, are they not popping it? Are they just keeping it in the corner?
I think so. I think they're just gonna neutralize.
They're just keeping it in the corner.
Pop it.
30 seconds remaining.
Why would you? Oh, the Wellspring!
Wellspring not being able to find anything. Wellspring goes down. 22 seconds remaining. I think Splashdown is ready for Amy Rose.
I think they're gonna be playing patient. They have 3 specials online. They pop the Kraken.
Kraken's getting popped.
Oh, the headache goes down. They pop the Wavebreaker. They
popped everything.
Okami's getting backed up.
But they still have to pop the Rainmaker. Candle doesn't find anything. The Waymaker is popped. 6 seconds remaining. They have to
Booyah Bomb.
Booyah Bomb for the checkmate. So much mist. The mist. The Booyah. Everything to checkmate the game there.
We got game 3.
We got game 3. Game 3 for...
And Illinois State is undefeated streak dies here.
Oh my god, that was close. That was
What a
close.
game.
What a game. And we're going into game 3. What map are we playing for game 3?
Tower Haggle
is a classic. I want to see some crabs come out here. Crab is so good on this map. It's actually insane.
Range is so good on this map as well. We're getting some subs, apparently.
All right, yeah.
All right.
ISU is subbing.
Okay. No, not OSU. I think
Not
it's
ISU,
Yeah.
Illinois. Okay, yeah.
ISU
State.
and OSU.
Yeah, yeah. Illinois State University and Ohio State University.
Yep. A lot of the states. Both of our.
We got the
border
Midwest
states.
gang. We got the Midwest gang.
Yeah. The Midwest sandwich. Illinois, Indiana, Ohio.
It's a God dang! Now you said sandwich. It's 1 o'clock. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry. I already ate because I was so hungry.
Yeah. I actually really want to see beacons on this map. Beacons are great on this map. The blaster's great on this map. I want to see crab. It's gonna be interesting to see what backline they choose here, though. If they're gonna stick with pencil or if they wanted to switch to head it.
Yeah. Trying to stare over there and see what can I.
What if they
I think I see a mini.
What if they switch to? Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I know.
subbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they switch to E-Leader?
Oh.
The sightlines on this map are really long, and tower control is slow enough for it. But then, Cooler, Cooler is so good.
You would have to play Zap around it.
Zap is Zap.
Zap is that.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. I don't know.
We will have to see.
I'm interested to see what we got
in this
here.
game 3 situation.
We got subs going in for. I know Illinois State.
I believe top 2 from each group makes it to bracket.
So it's bracket. Okay.
Yeah, top 2 from each group makes it to bracket.
It's only 1 o'clock and I'm still tired. Try not to be gone.
Oh, we're going into the game. Okay.
We're going in. Exit Ghost or something. Oh, we got Zimmy, Sam, Team Comp, OSU. V-Splash.
V-Splash. We do
We
like
got the
crab.
crab.
We do like to see crab here. No trip strikes for...
No.
No ink strike for tower control is an interesting choice.
You have GG Booyah Bomb.
We do have GG Booyah Bomb, but note that the
Whale
team
on
with the bubble, there's no answer to the... There's no, like, trip strike answer to the bubble.
Yeah.
But to go down, Grunt's going crazy.
Wow. Oh, wait. Hold on. Calm down. Hey,
Candle.
Hey, chill out. Okay.
Candle in front of, like,
Okay, I
working
see.
as a beautiful pair here. But the Booyah is going to be online to stop this checkpoint, hopefully. Right? Where is the... Okay, yeah, Booyah gets thrown at checkpoint.
Okay. Oh! You can't drop into a brush right there.
You can, but your aim got to be on point. Rush, trying to find another. Big Gay Hunt goes down to Corona Beer. Another whale coming out. Amy Rose trying to find Candle. Blaster 1v1. Oh! Gets the direct. Whoa.
What? Amy Rose?
Finds one.
Gets one.
Finds two. Finds two. Unable to find two. Panic splashdown. Oh! Triple splashdown is going to get the kill. One left on for Illinois State. It's really tense here. No, neither team has broken past the checkpoint yet, but OSU needs to make their first push still.
OSU making their first push of the game.
Aggressive bubble. Really aggressive bubble. Wow. And they have no GG
That might
specials.
work in their favor.
Yeah, they have no GG specials. Their only like defensive special is Crab, and it's all the way back there. Splashdown trying to find the Crab. It does. What?
I'm sorry.
Splashdown reaches that far. Booyah Bomb to take even more space. Unfortunately, Kraken does make it through that Booyah Bomb. Its push is going to stop at 40.
Oh, I thought Candle was about to go off that ledge.
It would have been really funny.
It would have been fun. They got the pick, but it would have been even funnier if they...
Yep, Illinois State taking some space. Candle overextending. Who's the pencil player, actually?
I think it's Cliff.
Cliff, yeah.
Cliff and O'Connor.
Yeah, Cliff finding that pick. Big Gay Hunk trying to just on the right flank, but is in the crosshairs of the pencil, trying to take as much space as possible before panic popping bubble. Not even popping bubble, just making it out alive. They do have the only special that's active right now. Very interesting neutral with 2 minutes 30 remaining. Candle trying to find something on the side. The bomb indirect.
They got the bubble off.
They did get the bubble off, but I don't think that wanted to. The bubble trying to take a little bit of space, trying to use it to any advantage, but it looks like we're just going straight back to neutral. Neither team making any meaningful ground here. Pro going down though. That I don't think they were cooler, so they did lose Booyah Bomb for that. This is a good opportunity for Illinois State to push forward because Booyah Bomb. They go.
Oh, we see Corona. Corona, see if they can make a move.
Yep, Crab taking some space here. They're at checkpoint 1 and nothing to stop it. They gotta charge that Booyah Bomb.
3 people on tower.
They gotta charge that Booyah Bomb to keep that lead alive. Booyah Bomb is charged. They're gonna pop it on reaction.
Ooh, here's for the
Blaster
Candle.
duel.
Another Blaster 1v1.
Blaster duel.
Oh, Candle takes
Candle's
this one.
finding it, but over on the other side of the map, 2v2 happens. Big crack and pick, but the tower's rolling back.
Candle's not gonna go for it.
I don't think. I think Candle should have
maybe
touched it, maybe, and then just like backed off. But all the way back to mid again. 1 minute 30 left to play. This is just neutral. This is the most tense game of neutral. Corona not able. Oh, actually able to find the blaster. Crab is coming out too. To just put so much pressure. Whale is ready.
Three of them all in mid. Thinking about probably could get a pick up there. Not gonna be able to. They are close to the whale.
Booyah Bomb will be ready.
The cooler is ready.
4%. No! Booyah Bomb gets cancelled! You can't die with the Booyah Bomb. That's gonna be the lead probably for Illinois State. And
maybe.
1 point. 1 point.
What
the Booyah does come out.
No.
Oh no! 1 point team.
They need 1 point. They're so close.
They're so close. 1 point. 2
2
down. Where's this? Candle. It's just Candle. Candle. And Candle's marked. They need to cape mid. They have one more chance to live. But
What?
They missed the camp. They missed the camp.
I thought they hit it.
I thought they hit it too. I can't believe they missed the camp. Corona finding another one. OSU.
They're 2 down. This is so unbelievably close. The bubble is out for Big Gay. Corona gets no coming down. That's 2.
They're pushing the tower. No Booyah Bomb in sight. No bubble in sight. No specials for OSU. OSU has find the parabola. What a beautiful parabola.
Oh my gosh.
That's the lead, and that's the game. ISU. Yeah, Illinois State taking the game all the way to overtime, taking it from mid to there to mid to check to mid to check.
Oh my gosh.
How? It's scripted, I swear, every single time. Every single land I go to is scripted. Every single land I go to is scripted, I swear. I can't believe, you dying with the Booyah Bomb, all you had to do is just hold the Booyah Bomb, but sometimes, you wanna try to at least stall a little, but wow.
I didn't see what people were saying. My chat is not loading. Who's in here? Alright, we got people in here.
A few people. Yeah. What a close match.
What a set.
What a close set.
Oh my gosh.
It would have been so funny if Illinois State got 1 point memed.
Oh no.
It would have been hilarious.
If that was my last set of the day, I will take that.
That's a great set. Illinois State up 2-0 in set count.
Yeah,
so
they're 2-0.
I think they're guaranteed for.
Yeah, 5-1 in their matches.
Yeah, I think they're guaranteed to make a bracket at least. So.
Yeah. Jeez,
you
dude.
will see. That is insane.
That was insane. Alright.
Very, very good.
I think. Are we gonna go to a break? I think so.
We
do you see the production desk doing their thing?
Quick
break we could just for a bit.
Change rounds, yeah.
Yeah. So the Switch 2.
I have no idea what the next round is.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't got the bracket pulled up. I don't even know if we have bracket set up on screen. Where's my bracket? Oh, MSU versus Illinois State.
We just chilling now, looking what's going on. That's upcoming. Are there only 4 teams in a group, or?
Yeah, 4 or 5. 4 teams and
5.
7 teams. Yeah.
Okay, so I doubt Illinois State is going to be on 3 times in a row.
No, I think it would be the other group.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we immediately going to that? Are we immediately going to that group? I mean, Pool B?
Probably we will go to Pool B.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who really knows?
Who knows? Not
We're
me.
we're just here to professionally yap.
Yeah, we're professional yappers out here.
Yeah.
We're not TOs. All right. Yeah.
All right.
So we'll go to a quick break.
Okay, and welcome back to the Splatoon at Purdue Invitational for 2025. It is me, Episto, here with my comrade Electronic. Yo, what up? This is like my second time commentating, so excuse any lack of yap.
It's going to be great.
We're looking at a great match between Bash and MTSU Blue here.
MTSU does not have players.
That's okay.
They're not real. We're
That's
fighting a
perfectly all right.
ghost
But
team.
look at this.
They're
We got
fighting
Mahi zones up first, one of the best looking and most frame-dropping maps in the game.
the best one.
Following that, we've got Claim Blitz Museum, another great map with the good openings and
yeah.
a very risky left opening. And then we got Rainmaker Humpback with the right side route and the left side route if you don't want to make the game workable.
Yeah, just go left.
Yeah, that's
it's
obviously
the best
gonna be great.
route to go. They're never going to expect it. It's not like they're going to drop on you like instantly and just destroy you.
It's not as if like that's a bad way to go, but I think for any
Look,
of these maps,
my
I'm not familiar
X-ranked
with-
teammates go there, so that means it has to be good.
That says a lot about the map, honestly, and I personally like to go that way whenever I don't want to win the game because that makes it a little bit tenser for me as someone who is really,
Yeah, like
You know,
Mr. Like
I'm
what did you get for like X-ranked last season? Like was it like top
200. 200 power total.
Oh, right.
I went for the lowest power in NA.
Yeah, you totally weren't like what top
No,
13.
I was like top 30,000 NA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that both of our statements are correct.
Yeah, but anyways, back to the maps at hand. Look, I have a feeling that Bash and MTSU are going to have a little bit of an odd time on Mahi, just because of the fact that Bash specs into Splatlings for the most part.
I don't. Yeah, unless we have some wild pick like I don't know, E-Leader. Would
We see a
E-Leader be
leader
good
on
there?
E-Leader on Mahi would be a strange choice. Museum I could definitely see.
Oh yeah,
it,
no.
but
Museum, I can easily see that.
Mahi,
if
we're looking
headed.
for more heavy
But,
paint,
like-
maybe some cheese, depending on what you like. You can pick your region if you'd like some Swiss. But
American. I don't know other flavors of cheese.
yeah, no, American cheese is kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
I want to pull up the.
we're looking at a very intriguing start here. We got a really nice set of maps, unless you're a humpback hater, in which case you can find yourself a nice place at anywhere else.
Mhm.
But yeah, I plan on going to Mahi Resort for my vacation this summer. It's gonna be great. Taking my wife, my kids, my other kids' kids.
How like your 200?
Yeah.
200 of them.
Yeah, 200. I sold some of them, but it's all
Right,
good.
I forgot.
Back to Mahi. I'm looking forward to.
Mahi's got to be my favorite.
I know
zones map.
it is among my favorite maps. It is like the map that feels the best. It looks pretty. It's a lot of blue hues, and it's got all the colors.
Those maps that inherently scream Splatoon to me.
It does. I mean, the
Like-
water level changing is sick, even though it makes the stage worse for the start. But like, it's kind of alright.
Even though I played Splatoon 1, I barely played any of the multiplayer. But I feel like it would. I feel like it
really
was probably
showing
better
your
in
age.
Splatoon 1.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the current state of the maps in this game are. It's certainly
It's something.
the maps of all time.
Yeah, this map pool is a lot of the workable maps in the game. All the other ones have some kind of concession where it's like, oh man, I don't know if I really want to hop on that.
What do you mean? Flounder's totally the best map
Well,
in the game.
Flounder Zones is okay. And
Oh,
it looks
we're
like
in.
starting up here.
We are in. We are cooking.
Got a
Let's see what
beautiful start here.
comps.
We're looking at the comps here. We're moving in. Look at this. On the side of Bash, we've got Headed. Makes sense for me.
And we have
It's a
another
headed
headed.
duel.
Headed. All right.
On the side of MTSU,
wow.
we've got a Dread, so we're going to have to worry about that.
This is very interesting. They don't really have a lot of mid range.
We have a lot of aggression on the side of MTSU Blue, but on the side of Bash, we're looking at a very kind of hold your position comp.
All right. Neutral here. Wait for special.
Yeah, we're waiting for coolers to come up
They-
from both sides. Both are at about 80. We're looking to see
Bash
a
gets the zone
Bash
first.
takes
Oh,
like-
two people have gone down. Here goes the third
Okay,
potentially.
Two are down two. It's,
Wait, there's just
it's Headed versus the melees.
Oh shit.
The carbon jumps. It's just a Headed on zone. We're gonna have to see what MTSU can do here.
Oh, and we
He
jump
kept
back
jumps
in. We trade out.
Getting really scrappy here. We've got some coolers coming out.
First kill with. Oh, bomb kill.
Very mixed up here. We got a bubble for the deep pad. They might move up. We're looking at the nice little
Top
jewel
bubble.
here.
And
Making an opening on right side. They strike themselves in, getting a zip out from the side of Bash. We're going to see what they do here. They're going to flip zone this brief in favor, but they go down. That carbon could not shark
pretty
enough.
even scores, honestly, right
So
now.
far, we're looking so good. We're a minute in, and it's back and forth.
Cooler
Water
popped
has not
out
come
on-
down. We're playing on this tighter map.
There goes Warmonk.
Bombs are extremely lethal at the moment.
Interesting drop. Oh, but
Not
Reeve,
sure
this is
about
why
the island.
they're dropping because of Reeve. Here it comes.
A little bit
Ooh,
off
poorly
center.
placed Reeve.
That's okay.
Oh, the
Water level finally drops, opening up the map.
we're
for
now
all these weapons.
back into a regular scheduled map.
Yeah, this is our peak Mahi right here. Yep. Bash still holding onto the zone here. Yep. Nemo has strikes, but it's gonna have to back off in order to use them.
No, they gotta
MTSU
play a
tries to
little bit
regroup.
patient here in order to use them effectively.
Fred's
Especially
probably
since they're not pushing, they're just kind of building possessions right now.
Fred
on
is
FPSU
reefing to
Blue.
get in. Doesn't get anything off of
Oh,
it.
that's unfortunate. That,
MTSU goes down.
and
all
that's-
of them. All of them.
That might be the game. I think
We're
that's
looking
the
at 10
game.
points remaining, and it's
Yep,
going to take
they're
a
in the base.
miracle.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
One gets one with melee, and it's just the
One.
carbon landing right in front of
Unfortunate.
us. Very quick-paced
Unfortunate.
game.
Yeah. Very, very decisive win on Bash's side. It was originally in favor of MSU.
In the beginning,
Blue,
MTSU
yeah.
had it going,
but
but
Bash found their footing and was
Ground
able to
Traveler is a great medal.
steamroll.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder what they're gonna do to switch up for
fast start. For Clams Museum, it's going to be interesting.
You know,
Anything could happen here.
I suspect the team comp change. I feel like the weapons that they were playing were a bit too slow, other than the carbon.
Yeah, I mean,
You had Dread. You had
okay, we have a sub on the side
Oh, wow.
of MTSU Blue. Okay.
I totally forgot that was an option.
Yes, you can have subs.
I don't know. I'm so used to the Purdue teams only having four
Four
players.
members. And
Well,
then the
I think-
inactive fifth.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, sub here makes sense. They're probably swapping the Dread out weapon-wise for something else. I don't know.
I'd imagine.
I don't expect.
One of the slow weapons got to go. I feel like. I mean,
you have
like
decav,
you have a lot
Dread.
of paint for the carbon, but the carbon can't really do anything off it if he isn't supported as
Yeah,
much.
I mean, you kind of need more support-focused weapons because decav and carbon really don't have a good synergy with each other.
No.
They really want to do the exact same thing, and you can't have two things fill in a niche. They compete.
Doesn't work. But
Love Zuka for this map though. So if they stick with the carbon and they want to do something with the decav, they could go into any other, spec. They could spec into something else. Ideally, you'd have something mid-range power, but
I wonder how their team comp is going to change for Clan Blitz because I don't see Bash's team comp changing for this. That worked really well for them.
no, they're very stable.
Yeah, no. The only thing I could see is the swoosh.
Understood.
Heard.
We didn't hear any of that. We're
Yeah.
just gonna move on.
The voices in my head are telling me swoosh.
Yeah, no, maybe that might be a thing that happens, but not here, not today.
Maybe I should play swoosh or set.
No, we're not gonna go there. But back to Museum.
Yeah.
Museum Clams gonna have to look for some more aggressive comps here coming out of both sides. I expect Bash again
I can
to run
I can
the
see
same thing.
I see it's either going to be the same or we're gonna see a splash. I don't know whether that's going to be in favor of Let It switching off Junior or Warmonk switching off Stamper. It's
We
going to be
will
a
see.
splash, I feel.
I have no idea because Bubble is so good for Clams.
Yeah,
because
no,
it allows
that-
you to lock down a certain amount of space. So
No, like-
Junior's probably staying, and Stamper's also really
I can
good
easily
here.
see if they're changing. I bet we're going to see a splash of some kind, whether it's Neo or Crab.
I doubt we'll see a switch because their comp is honestly solid
No,
enough.
it's good too.
It's
but
just
I'm
a
saying
question
if-
of do
if
they want
there is
something
a
longer
switch.
ranged for a backline here because it is such an open map, and same goes for MTSU Blue.
Yeah,
If
I
they
don't
run a pen or a leader and they have a zap to support that leader, it could be something completely different. But head it versus head it here, it's going to be really tight. It's all a matter of how fast can you take mid, how fast can you move up in their plat, how fast can you retake it if you lose it,
Yeah.
and how many coolers are we getting? That
Let's
is the
just-
biggest question for Clan Blitz Museum.
I
You can't
feel
really Oko here in one push, but we will find out.
If they do, that's going to be a show
It is quite
for
the
sure.
experience. Because it takes so much effort to get that many clams. But we are going to see.
Yep.
We will find out what happens.
Do we think we're going to have any drops on the right or left side?
I have a feeling we could see one drop out of Bash. I have a feeling Warmonk or Nemo might drop that way. If I see anything else, I'll be surprised. MTSU don't really have an idea of what their
No,
game
they
plan
could.
will be, but
I don't know their team comp really.
I mean,
I feel like something has to change.
if they have that decav, they'll have that decav drop, I'm sure, but
Yeah, Decav can play pretty well for himself unless they have a different weapon like, I don't know, 52? 52 could drop down there and be well.
if they take a 52 out here, it'd be pretty good. It'd be really good into this
Anything
comp.
with wall, really.
Yeah. Wall weapons are solid.
Unless
Especially
it's
in
like
Museum,
ZF or something.
Yeah, if they bring out ZF,
That'd be a very strange position.
I'm
but
rooting
maybe,
for them
maybe
if they
even a
have
power
ZF out.
move. Like drop down with ZF, you just snipe their back line, you jump out.
Yeah. We are gonna have to see. It's feeling like
What's
we're just moving around just a little bit.
Yeah.
Subs are subbing, we're getting going, you know. Got plenty of time, plenty of things to do.
Baja wants to see a leader. I have the chat open. Here you go. You can read the chat.
Oh, peep. Man, the silence was deafening just then. That would be crazy.
Well,
but yeah, hopefully we see some more conventional comps coming up.
oh.
Seems like we're having some technical
difficulties.
difficulties, as expected.
So wait. I guess we're just yapping now for
Very
a while.
intriguing. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to talk about more Splatoon-related things. So how about that baseball?
Splatoon 4 predictions.
Splatoon 4 predictions. Nothing. We're being left behind in the dust.
F-Zero treatment.
No F-Zero.
Well, F-Zero treatment. Like we're never getting another game for like 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, we could also talk. How about competitively non-viable weapons?
I'm getting pulled along. Oh no.
Why are you getting pulled? Oh.
there is a reason. I'm taking off my headset for a second.
That's all good. All right, it's just me on solo commentary. So how about them? How about them non-competitively viable weapons? You know, we've got YouTuber coming out. Yeah. Not very much. I'll do it for free, but you can move on. I gotta keep talking here. So, yeah. Let me talk double time.
Let me see. Yeah, this is.
Okay. Okay, we're all good here.
Okay, we're back.
Just a little bit of funky business.
We are so back.
We're not back. It's so over. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Here's something that I just thought about with what our teammate Veckel said to us. I have a call out idea. I'm gonna save that for later.
Yeah. How about we just move on for now? Because we got to talk about those competitively non-viable weapons. I've been alluding to it for the past 3 minutes, and it's just like nothing happening. But yeah, I mean,
it's non-viable. Let's think.
We can think about Nova, Swig. Yeah, Nova immediately comes to mind. That thing is just not it ever.
No.
Sorry, guys.
The only good thing with Nova is just Jet,
yeah,
I guess.
Swig
But
is
then
not
why then not play
BP?
Yeah,
Play BP. Easy peasy. And then
BP,
you've got
Rapid Pro.
Rapid. No, it's just Rapid. It's Rapid Deco.
It's Rapid Deco. Okay.
Yeah, little man. But yeah, there's also Big Swig. It has its niche, and it's very niche.
Very niche. It's just
we don't like
Crab
talking
Buster.
about it. It's kind of weird.
Wait. Camera's gonna be real?
It's on. But yeah.
Wait, are we starting?
Oh yes, we're starting. Just give it a second here.
Oh wow.
As we go.
Oh wow.
BP
Okay.
coming out on the side.
Wow.
That
Completely
is insanity.
Completely different comp.
They ran a comp
Other than
not
like
ready to see.
the decaf.
And
wow.
Lettuce did switch on to Splash, so that's an interesting change.
Nemo getting a pick immediately.
Decaf down.
That's
crazy.
huge. And now they're pressured. Oh, there goes.
This is
there
a
goes
very
down too.
fast start for Bash here.
Yeah, very unlucky.
Very
Very.
looking towards the ramp.
Yeah.
They're not really.
Yeah,
They're figuring it out.
They don't have much tank to
They have
work
a
with
lot of
either.
economy
Oh
going.
no.
That grab tank is very.
They have cooler though. At least maybe they can put that down.
The first score 30 seconds in here.
Also, look, there's the splash.
Yeah, I mentioned that when we started here.
Wow, I didn't even notice it.
It's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. All right, moving on.
Oh wow,
Barely
barely.
not dying to decaf.
No.
Okay, it's
And
an even
pushes
fight
over,
right now.
It seems. Wait, no, never mind.
Okay, still an even fight.
Three more clams. 3 more clams. No way you get out alive.
That
There's
happens
no
sometimes.
way. Wow. Diabolical.
Okay, that jump is
Oh.
probably foreboding.
Yeah.
Never mind, the bomb went off early. Zap's dead again.
Here comes the spirit bomb.
Gotta love it.
Now we're just back at neutral.
Yeah, we're kind of twiddling our thumbs at the moment, trying to figure out what we want to do next.
they
Jet gets
got-
popped on the side of MTSU. We're gonna see how much value that gets. There's not much to counter on the side of Bash.
No,
but they
there
gotta kind of look at the opponents here.
Who's the biggest one to deal with Jet? I feel like it's only
There's not really a good option for it. Stamper can because of its fast horizontal projectile, but outside of that, I'd Slosher if they get within range.
that's gonna be a problem for them. Now they're on the offensive here. They have cooler out. We're gonna see a push here.
Yeah, we're looking,
almost any
we're
second.
looking at
Unless
a
Nemo
lot
can
of
stop it.
resources, right?
No, Nemo's now in the bad spot. He's
Barely
pushed
holding
back
on.
by
The crab
the.
tank gets Booyah and shut down. War Monkey's down on the side of Bash. We're looking at a very good take here.
Yeah,
if we
here
get
comes
that
the
Jet up.
Jet. Oh no,
Jet
Jet
does not
went down.
get airborne.
Jet was shot down.
Decaf holding on to their 7, trying to make a ball hopefully soon. Otherwise, we have a
no.
risk of losing it. The push is one go.
7 slams in a dream. And now we got the ball up.
We
Wait,
actually don't
no,
have the ball
no,
up.
we threw it too late, and
That's okay.
now we're.
Hot potato happens
Yeah.
every once in a while. Play it as a kid, you know, have your
Hey,
fun.
but we did get the ball out.
Booyah
but
Bomb is
we-
up and at the ready. Jet gets popped and is
Yeah.
not going to get value
Yeah.
here. Too
Yeah.
much pressure on them.
Especially with the crab tank being popped.
Ball eventually
Unfortunately.
decays. Looking at an interesting retake for Bash here. Gonna have to see their
Now-
two specials up. Their Zap is dead on the side rotation. We're gonna have
MTSU
to
is
see
on the
what
back
happens.
foot while Bash has plenty of specials to work with. We have Zipcaster and
Yeah, we're
Strikes
holding
for
Zip.
pop.
We'll have Crab soon.
We're gonna.
With a little
And
bit
now
of
we're
pickle
playing
here.
neutral. Oh, now we have crab. Oh,
This
this is not looking good. Here comes
Bash
in.
can just take their back flat.
Oh no, the ball carrier got knocked down, and the only other person that has a ball is Warmonk. That push, unless Nemo can
It
stall.
won't be a knockout push, but it will be a push nonetheless.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
if I'm
here
wrong, I
comes
eat
the
my
ball.
words.
Warmonk's gotta throw that in.
If he picks the ball, just kind of stagnate. Okay.
They gotta
Down
throw that
side
in
FTSU.
ball soon, or else it's gonna close.
That's looking
Moment
rough.
of opportunity, and it is gone.
Opportunities close, strikes go away. In general, we are looking at just a very scrappy back and forth on both sides. MTSU kind of getting a little desperate as the timer ticks down in order to get a push going. Working on
Putting
economy.
pressure here to just potentially see if we can get a pick to push in, but
We are just desperately hoping for some economy inside MTSU. Just Bash holding this mid and preventing them from getting any.
and Booyah Bomb was just popped. Hopefully they can take mid with that, and they seem to do so. Less in bad position, but was able to make it out alive. Jet also being popped.
Cooler out on the
Cooler
side
out.
of MTSU.
We're
Both
seeing a
sides have
push here.
Cooler. We're going to see some aggression come out from
Yep.
both.
There goes one.
Even trade, strikes come out from the side of Bash. Just to see what value they get. They just hold that ramp
Both
down.
players are back now. Here comes Nemo.
Another trade.
Even trade. Wow.
Looking
It's
at a
been
very
pretty even
funny
as of this
situation.
fight right now.
No specials for either side. This is just duking it out head to head, and it looks like Bash is going to take that.
They're winning those head-to-head fights pretty often.
This neutral is insane. 3 balls ready for Bash.
This is
Slam.
not looking good for MTSU.
It's a desperate play here.
Oh, unfortunate. The captain was caught out. That push does not go
It's only
well.
going to take 4
for,
clams, but it's
for
just
Bash.
Nemo to push. They lose the ball, unfortunately.
They lose the ball, but they scored down to 11. That could have been a knockout for Bash, but
That was a
now
very close play.
MTSU has a slight chance of bringing us back.
That machine's working on their economy, but they've got to keep it up in order to
no.
get something going.
Yeah, he has a pretty good open position to get a pick
They
there.
really need to start working.
Now
here,
they're
but
just
they've
playing
gotta-
back flat because they just have to play fine
They're
for
forcing
that.
back to the ramp. It's just a case of getting themselves in their face.
Yeah, but they need to build up a plan economy soon. There
Bash
goes
pops
one.
Cooler. Both sides have Cooler ready to go.
Oh,
MTSU
there goes.
rocks their
Oh
Cooler.
no,
That
they
is-
have no wing to work with.
That is almost a death sentence.
I think that is a death
He could
sentence.
have a
Oh,
clutch play
double
here.
booyah, but not booyah, burst bomb. Wow. Oh,
King
unfortunate.
displaying just immaculate aim for no reason. It's absolutely phenomenal right there, but that does not bring it back for MTSU.
Unfortunate. However, it is play all 3, so MTSU could still get the game off.
Yeah, if they can get a game off, get seeded a little bit better, maybe even make it to semis for the final bracket.
Yeah.
We will end up seeing, again, love that. I love that jacket. Lettuce has got that thing on, the painted F3. I'm not going to lie to you. But now, we are looking at Rainmaker Humpback. Loved by a few, hated by a few.
They're neutral to everyone else.
Pretty neutral. It is a map. It is one of those. It is a bowl that has an opening on the left and an
What's this
option.
called?
This is a bowl, so it's going to be a little bit rough for most of us. I do not want a pistachio, but I appreciate the offer.
There was a camera, which I think we're about to get set up here.
No, I think that's a failure, actually. You're
Oh,
wrong.
well.
Photograph never works, you know, if you don't have hanging
It's not
chat.
real. It's
So
not
working
real.
at Rainmaker Humpback once
Yeah.
again. This map is full of jank. We should both.
I mean,
both teams
both-
should be running headed here.
Yeah, they kind of and I mean, MTSU could still go to the previous team comp. That was good for them. They just, I just don't see a backline like leader.
No, none of the long range options really pair up well here unless you're going through that right choke. Once you're there, it's strong, but
Yeah.
before that, it's a little risky. I
Are we
will
gonna-
say, no, don't worry about it. But
Oh, okay.
Rainmaker, goofy
Yeah.
thing. Rainmaker on
This
this,
is-
map
this is-
as a weapon,
Yeah.
super solid.
Oh, okay.
We got yet another sub if you didn't hear that already, so we will be waiting just a second longer just to make sure we get everyone in order.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. I am excited to see how this game goes. I
I know this.
I
map
feel
is
like
so back and
Rainmaker
forth.
Humpback is really fun to watch.
If you don't get past that first check, it is
But-
a close game.
Yeah, I know.
It can be neck and neck the whole game, but if they get through and get like down to 30, it gets really tight.
Yeah, no.
That ink
I
rail is
feel like-
almost a checkpoint. Once you're past that, it's really hard. But if it's
There's
before
it
that,
is a mini checkpoint.
yeah,
Like there's some maps where there's like almost a mini checkpoint.
yeah, it's not stopping you, but that is like lap 2. It matters.
Like I'm trying to think of other maps where there's like mini check twos. Like let me think. What are some? We have Robo Ramen. Once you get past the little snipe on the right.
Yeah, once you get past their snipe, you do have that little area that you kind of claim, and you can stay there. It's hard to get up their ramp, especially. That
no,
map
there's-
is so lockout heavy.
I
That's
never-
why it's not played.
I never played Rainmaker in Splatoon 2, but I imagine there were a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah,
in that
I
game.
understand that you sucked at the game back then, so it makes sense that you make your comeback in this one, and
Yeah, like I need that.
You know,
I need the.
you understand how Rainmaker works. You understand how a charger plays instead of just rolling around.
Yeah.
Not even you're kind of at the speed of a normal person. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh.
You're not really looking up to your idol much. I'm so sorry. Anyways, as we move forward here, we are.
We are still.
I am excited. Both of these teams have very, very strong options here for Humpback, especially.
Yeah. I am. You know, I will once again say I feel like this is one of the most fun maps to watch.
Yeah, it can be super back and forth. It's why I said nothing thing like Ramen earlier on in these games. Ramen is very fun to watch because there's so much back and forth and back and forth.
Because at the same time, like Humpback is such like a almost scrappy but very coordinated map. That like a lot of the maps is either coordinate. It's usually just coordinated, like at high level play.
Oh yeah, I mean you just know where to be, you know where to stand, you know where you shouldn't stand, you know when you should move, when
Humpback,
you shouldn't be
you know,
there.
Humpback is such a unique map in this game, especially. I feel. I can't think of another map that's similar. What?
I wouldn't know. What? I definitely wasn't listening, just so clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be funny. This
Yeah.
map is gonna be funny. It could be a complete wipe at the start. There's been so many matches where
Yeah.
I've seen the Rainmaker go
It's-
from 100 to 0.
You know,
In an
with
instant.
with this map though, it does usually feel like it's either back and forth the entire game, or it's pretty. You're knocking out immediately.
Oh yeah. I mean, Humpback is just.
It's not like one of those maps where it's just like you're never gonna get to the first check, like to the ending point. Like some maps, like Scorch, for example. Like no one, I don't. It's
Scorch, you never make it. Almost.
yeah. No,
ever. It's so easy to stop the Rainmaker from even at 1 point left. It's so easy to keep them from going all the way.
And here we go. We're getting into the game. Let's see if
see
there's
what-
any comp changes of any
let's see what
kind.
beautiful
I bet
weapons-
we're going back to Junior though.
Ring
Oh,
out a
we're-
T-Tech and
Wait.
a Dread.
Red T-Tech.
Both sides have a Dread, which is very interesting.
I mean, it's good here. I just didn't expect Dread from Nemo. That's very interesting.
It's very, very, very intriguing. That Carbon actually has a main is super good.
Yeah, Carbon's really good here too. There's just a lot of places where it can hide.
And we're looking at a very, very odd start. Bash immediately getting popping,
Yeah.
running it left. And
Yeah,
Pussy
they
just
took down a
really
player, and now they're down because the other two players
The
on
head
the
is
right.
defending check, and they go
yep.
down.
Ooh.
It's a very fast start, very fast.
Yeah.
Strike getting it down.
Ooh, strike pipe's a
Second.
little too early. For
Dread
my
can get
opinion.
Reef up, and maybe they can defend better here. But
Yeah, no.
Bash also has
This is
Reef.
here we go, Reef. Yeah, force go. Oh wow!
That is a beautiful Rainmaker hit. It's just
Yeah.
the decap, and they are in purgatory.
Oh no!
This is looking very dire. And that is
Immediate
it.
wipe.
That is
Wow.
the fast Rainmaker Humpback
What
ending.
a quick game!
Yeah, Humpback can just be one
It's
or
either
the other.
it's either gonna be quick 1-2, or it's gonna just be
You're going to be butting heads or it's going to be over. That is how it is.
yeah.
Humpback does not pull its punches.
No, it does not. And
As
Sure.
such, that concludes the first round of pools.
yes, very
Bash
exciting.
3-0ing MTSU
sets.
Blue. MTSU Blue had a very interesting comp and a good game plan, but it just did not pan out.
No. All right. I think. Well, we can't see when we're cutting at this point because PC's in.
But yeah, we will be going on break here as we move into the second round of pools, and I look forward to.
Yeah, I think we're next. Are we on stream?
We'll find out, but I look
I guess
forward to
so.
seeing how it goes.
Yep.
We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Purdue 2025 Invitational. We are moving on to the second group stage, I believe, Group 2, with starting off with. Actually, first of all, let me introduce Constantine.
Yes, hi, I'm Constantine. I'm a new player here at Splatoon at Purdue. First time on calls. Very excited to have me here. Thank you for having me here.
Of course, and we've got what's that? ONSU?
Yes, ONSU Squid United's Gray, so one of the other Octo and Squid United's teams, and another MTSU's team. This is MTSU, I think it's Skyfall. I think we had a bit of an oopsie with the name there. But yes, it's round 1 of our Group 2, so I think we didn't say this, but we'll have a top cut for top 3 of each group going into a quarterfinal bracket. Yeah.
If you saw the first group stage, we'll have the same maps as well. I believe it's the same map, right?
Yes, it should be the exact same map
It should be the
list.
exact same map list, so we should be starting
So hope you're
off
excited
with
for more Rainmaker,
Rainmaker Undertow.
Yes, Rainmaker Undertow and also Rainmaker Humpback.
But I believe Mako Zones is the first map?
I think you're correct. I couldn't tell you.
We'll see what the map list is in a moment here.
Yeah, but we're just.
Oh my god, where did MTSU Sky all go?
I think we're just making sure. Oh, there it is. It is Mako Zones. You're right.
Mako Zones. Funny, Slosher and Blaster and all that good stuff. Anything that can take stacks.
Yeah, we've been seeing actually a lot of blasters, I feel, doing a lot of work on our map list so far. Seeing a really strong blaster.
I think LAN Blaster hits different.
Definitely. I mean, Illinois' blaster, Illinois' Scarlet, they had a really strong blaster, and we were seeing a strong blaster from another one of the Ohio State teams. There's a lot of strong blasters.
Yeah.
And the map list is pretty good for them, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, it feels like the map list was made by a blaster player. I don't know, you know.
We're seeing a lot of really strong blaster maps. Not a lot of open fields. A lot of elevation, a lot of ledges for people to work with.
You can tell some of us were Splatoon 2 players. Not used to all these new Splatoon 3 maps, but a lot of these maps are really good, in my opinion. One of the better map lists I've seen.
Yeah, you're not putting people on Manta Maria Rainmaker.
Yeah, we're not putting people on Manta Rainmaker. We're not putting people on zones. Not putting people on what's those on? What's the one that's just 2 ramps and it's the entire
Brine
map?
Water?
Yeah, no brine water zones, none of that.
I don't know.
Where if we see brine water zones in the bracket, I'm gonna lose it.
Brine Water Zones is amazing for weapons that can just control the space. You got Explo's really strong on that map.
Explo's strong.
Pencil's strong on that map.
Yeah.
If you could control that ledge, you just win the game, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. It's crazy.
But speaking about Mako, what do you think is like one of the best we're gonna see teams try to do on Mako Zones?
On Mako Zones, it's all about taking stacks, right? You gotta make sure you have your own stack. You gotta send somebody to pressure the opponent's stack. If you hold both stacks, you're probably winning the game.
Yeah, especially on zones because zones. If you're on both stacks, you have full control of zone. You're behind, in front. They have to like drop their freezer or go left side.
Oh
It's not happening.
No. I like to call freezer the death pit because it's like kind of like where all the newer teams want to drop for some reason. They keep dropping in freezer, and it's just like this is the pit.
It's like so low because you have the ramp to get into zone, and then there's a stack that's above it. It's just
it's the lowest of grounds, and but then you have teams that will forget that there's a roller on the enemy team, and they go to the roller ledge.
Yeah.
And then they just die.
Yeah, like I said, you're like you say, pushing into both stacks is very, very difficult if you don't have a way of clearing one of the stacks with either a strong special like a trip strikes or anything.
Trips, crab, both of those are really good.
Yeah, some specials that you can use at a long distance to make space.
We even do see some people using whale recently, like Corona was using that ink brush to really good effectiveness. We haven't seen Tenta missiles yet.
And also, I don't think we've been seeing any Trizukas.
Yeah, no, I think after that Trizuka nerf, people are like, nah, I'm good.
Like, surprisingly, we have not seen many missiles, and we've not seen, obviously, no chumps.
No, missiles is bad, chumps is bad. Zuko, I was surprised to not see that anymore.
Yeah.
I think people are like, why run Zuko when I can just chuck a stamp at them?
Also, I don't think we've seen much rain, but...
Rain's bad.
Yeah.
Rain's bad. Like, it's hard to use. It's fun, but it's hard to use.
Yeah, seen a lot of use out of Krakens recently. Like, a lot of
Krakens, a couple of good splashdowns, but I mean, it's the
Strikes
stuff
have
on
been good.
strikes. We've been seeing Wave Breaker as well out of the blaster players.
Yeah, I
You don't
mean,
really see Wave Breaker that much.
true. I mean, it's sort of a special you throw down and forget, and like get an ink, take refill, get some marking. It's really good
It's
to
like-
combo with your main.
Guys, I'm throwing Wave Breaker. This is call out means nothing.
Yeah. It takes space.
it it spooks the enemy a little bit.
Yeah, it's bad echolocator, honestly.
Honestly, yeah. But if you throw 2 of them, honestly, they should just let you. Yeah, Wave Breakers. You should just be allowed to throw 2 of them.
Okay, so here we are getting into map 1 of round 1 of our group 2.
Whoa, more blasters. Whoa, more Does every team here have a blaster player?
Lots of range, lots of custom. It's crazy. Also, we've seen a lot of our sodas have been coming from.
Yeah, head instead of pencil. Yeah, it's really interesting. Dav out here trying to make some good pressure, early pressure on the right stack for Dav. Not gonna be able to. Oh, gets the airborne direct.
From the roller, the dualies rolling off, but they're ready to hit them. Yeah, see, Bucket and Blaster are just taking freezer here, and it's just gonna be impossible to get in. They just play off these ledges here.
Yeah, they're really playing off each other really well here with just getting Slosher hitting an indirect. Look at this crab just forcing them into the blaster here. Blaster can just. Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Oh no! The counter! Oh, how they got dead!
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of
Beautiful
special power up there. I don't think.
I don't think so. Yeah, but beautiful jump there with the cooler. You know, going back to mid. I seeing a lot of teams doing that instead of jumping back to base, jumping to your teammates.
But you are seeing kind of that pitfall you're saying. A lot of people are going down to pit here instead of going left side, but you see everyone is dying in pit. Or
Yeah.
in freezer.
But here's the thing, it's really hard to go right side if there's a slosher. Like, you have to go like far left, but it's so far away from the zone.
Yeah, so we're just gonna see, I think.
A quick 100 to 0.
Yeah.
Very fast 100 to 0.
Yeah, like you said, once you get both stacks, especially Blaster here, Blaster and Bucket, they can just impossible to push into the stacks.
I think the game plan, they probably had that game plan of just, if we get the crab on right stack, we just, the slosher and the blaster can just go to town after
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you saw how deep the Blaster was going in. You got that point-blank direct, managed to survive.
Like, you pop the bubble against a Reef Slider, you're supposed to die.
Yeah. I do think, though, that was not a lot of special power up there, because I think
No.
if they were running more special power up, it should have killed
Should have
that.
killed that.
So I think it was a minimum special power up there on the Reef Slider.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
is-
you probably QR is my guess on the dualies.
Yeah, definitely not able to run a special power up like a Dread can.
Dread. I keys the zone.
I mean, that's what it's for.
That's what it's for.
And I mean, this map is kind of zone choosable, although the block in the middle doesn't make it. You can't really cover all of zone with one
Yeah.
Reef Slider.
What is my job? You cheese the zone. Oh my god.
That's that. Yeah, Master. What am I here for? Cheesing zone. That's what the shark's for.
Oh god, we hate the shark. We hate the shark so much.
So, I still don't remember the map list, even though we went through it already.
I believe it's TC?
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah, it's TC on the really long map.
The really long. Oh, that is TC Shipyard.
Yeah, ship shape.
Ship
TC.
One of the ship maps.
I'm really sad we don't see the other map. Was it the one with the spinners?
Oh, Shipyard.
Yeah.
Yes, the one with the spinners that go up and down.
Yeah,
and the bridge in the
I
middle.
missed that map from S2, but it's kind of bad in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you take mid and you take like the
You
tower.
take, yeah, and there's
Greats.
not enough stuff in this game to get you off of there.
Yeah.
But wow, yeah, going into tower control ship shape. What do you want to see from these teams? What adaptation do you think? they need to
I
make?
think we're gonna want to see some way trying to slow down the enemy team because they got kind of just rushed down. If they have a way of pushing them out, I think like they're definitely switching up their comp here. They're getting a lot more bombs to be able to push people out of space that they aren't really able to take. And we're gonna see, I think, yeah, they're gonna hopefully try to use bombs better.
Oh, that's not a pencil. That's a
ZF.
that's a ZF.
Oh, they're also running Sodaless. We're seeing.
Yeah, Sodaless is really interesting as the opponent's ONSU popping soda. Woo! Booyah canceled. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they're seeing that they're not dying. They made the call where like, we're not dying. We don't need soda. Let's put in a better special.
Honestly, yeah, and look at this. Oh my beautiful trip placement, getting that pick.
We're seeing the yeah, see, I don't think that is a very powerful shark there. It's just getting them some space, but not as much as it would if they had a special power up. But we're seeing
True.
they're not really able to. They're playing here on the flag ground and trying to take space, but the tower that goes in and blocks their Booyah Bomb, that's very unlucky.
And really smart jump out as well from the tower pusher. Just like, oh, you have a Booyah Bomb? I'm not. I'll leave.
Yeah, we're seeing ZF is putting strikes very forward. They're not placing them on objectives. They're trying to place them in ways that they think that any team is going to be trying to push through, which is a very, very good placement for their strikes. We see a double kill with the splashdown. They might be able to take some space here.
They just have to get Dav out of this corner here, but this is a hard corner to get them out of if you're that the pro.
Yeah, so I think they're just gonna kind of ignore him for a bit. Just
Let's see if it comes out back to bite them. 73 to special. Shark trying to cross the bridge. I think the Shark got caught by the wall.
yeah, I think they might have canceled it early there because they were just going straight into that ZF.
Yeah. They definitely would have gotten punished for that. Anyways. Oh, the stamp! The stamp!
We're seeing
The consequences!
But they didn't get any picks there, but they just quickly jumped out using that soda jump.
Yeah.
We're seeing the crab getting some kills here, getting some space. There is some sharking over there on the right side by Doolies to see if they can get value.
I don't think they'll be able to get value. They should just jump out here. They
They're
should just
the
jump
shark.
out here. They know you're there!
And there they go. They were marked.
Object permanence, you know? It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, we see a lot of specials here from MTSU Skyfall. They're going to be able to push in a lot here. Getting a 3 down. Going to take space here, take flat. This crab might seal the deal.
This crab should absolutely seal the deal as they're 2 points
And a bubble.
Wow.
Yeah, they couldn't really push through there.
Really, really clean plays by MTSU here.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the fact that they are a bit more confident with specials and just taking those specials that can do a lot of impact very fast.
Yeah, they just want to keep putting on the pressure, especially with like tower control giving you more special points. They're just like always have a special out.
Yeah, they don't care about the soda keeping your special if you're not dying, and also if you just keep the tower charging your specials.
Yeah. But going on to Clam Blitzing our Academy for Game 3,
I don't want to say, we might actually still see the Junior, because the Junior just spamming bombs on that ramp is really strong.
Yeah, and Trips is really good to get the bubble into position, so we might see the exact same comp.
Yeah, although Blaster is also pretty strong here, but I think they saw how powerful that ZF with their bubble, and they might just stick with it.
Yeah. And honestly, ZF really is punishing a lot of their plays. Like, they're playing really out in the open. They're kind of just pushing in. So I think ZF is kind of hurting ONSU's tempo even more than like a pencil would.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know how to play around the ZF angles, if you're just like dropping and sort of running out the enemy team, ZF is going to shut you down. If you don't have a way of clearing out that ZF, you don't have like maybe a whale or anything to just annoy the ZF, they will keep annoying you, and they have a much better presence than Pencil.
Right.
Pencil's just going to be like poking, but ZF will kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, like unless the pencil players are cracked.
Yeah.
Then they'll probably
just
kill you. They'll just kill you, but
ZF, much easier to just explode.
yeah, you just explode with no real chance to react really if you don't know where they are. And wall's a nice protection as well.
Yeah. So I think we're just gonna see here. We might be just changing up their comps a bit. I think Octo and Squids is really looking for something to sort of shift the momentum back in their favor because they're like, this is not working. They might be looking for ways to take more space, but it's hard.
Yeah, I think they need to be able to keep their space first because they are kind of crumbling as soon as any bit of pressure comes out from MTSU. They're just forced to either die or back up. And they're not backing up fast enough.
Yeah. I mean, they have the soda to get back in there, but yeah, you're like they're saying, they're just getting pushed out, and like if you get a wipeout, soda's not really too helpful in that case. It's much better to have someone to jump back to. So yeah, they just need to take space and keep it.
Take space, keep it. Don't get desynced.
Yeah, the name of the game: paint the floor.
Paint the floor. Clam Economy is going to be interesting with some of these weapons. I think, what was the fastest weapon on both teams? It's Dualies and...
Dualies and... Oh my god. How did I like... forget in
Splash?
I'd say so, yeah, the crab weapon.
Yeah.
So they do have some weapons that are able to move around, and they have good carriers, so I think, though, it's just really hard to... You need a coordinated push on this map particularly, because the basket is so close to mid, but getting off that ramp is really tough.
That ramp is tough, and then getting up slick is even... Squiffer! Squiff! Squiffer! Squiffbrella?
Oh, and you can see they do have that whale to try to push off their backline now.
Whale Jet is actually an incredible combo to get on plat.
Yeah, so we're seeing also they have the curling bomb to help move them around, so we're going to see
Whoa!
taking a like I say they're
Huge
just playing
skirmish.
really aggro.
This is a really big skirmish from the Brella just being the front line for this the Squiffer though.
They took their flat, but they don't have any clams to work with. So,
Oh
wow,
wow!
Some
Yo,
incredible gameplay there.
Landbrella hits different.
Yeah, so we're seeing they have everything set up, but they still don't have their power clamp. They're
Whoa!
7, and there they go. They finally built it.
Oh, get the kill! Oh!
Jet flicks.
Nice jet flicks, but I think... Oh, their jump wasn't killed! Still alive, gets the jump out back to mid? Very nice.
Yeah, once they have a very powerful combo for taking that space and staying in the umbrella, and the 52 can take a lot of space and just be annoying. And just be like a presence you have to respect.
But their best... I think their issue is their best clam gatherer is their 52.
Yeah, but the 52 doesn't want to be moving around. They want to set up their wall and sort of be annoying. But 52, yeah, you're right. It's going to have to be moving around a lot to take their clams.
Yeah, it's weird. They kind of have like 2 skirmishers and a Squiffer.
Yeah, but we're seeing now that there's a lot of just fighting in mid.
So much fighting in mid, and it's really fun to see just all these scraps. Oh my god, the scraps!
Yeah, oh my god. 52 setting up on ramp is so devastating to just stop a push.
Jet coming out trying to counter this crab.
Yeah, you're seeing that Jet whale combo you talked about. They're able to mark people, and the Jet's able to track them down and kill them.
And it forces them to move. They can't really stop and shoot the Jet if they're being whaled.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just seeing they're using their specials a lot just to sort of get picks and take space. And we're seeing that MTSU is able to take mid here and set up their walls, get their bubble. Just the bomb on the bubble taking the kill.
Suction bomb, but they're still going to get it in. Good jump out after getting the ball in. Really good flank here. It's only the heavy. Or the head it. Ooh. Where were they? Wow.
I think they were just mid. Now we're seeing a
beautiful direct. Trying to find another is going to get canceled. 4 clams left to try to put in here. They're gonna try to put them in. They're gonna get all 4 of them.
Yeah, so now we're gonna see them trying to push back out. They have they picked up Pity Clam here, and they're just gonna try to take mid, which they're able to get some picks here. We're seeing the 52 go down, but they're just taking it smart, pushing back up to their ramp, back to their plat, and just forcing them to have to get through this wall and this wall, then get through their head. Kind of really is difficult.
Trying to get a 67 point
wow,
push though is difficult.
You
can't pick up clam! You can't pick up clam and crab! No!
Very unfortunate there. The crab's taking a lot of space, but the clam goes away because can't pick up clam and crab.
That's so sad. This was a beautiful chance for them to take some space here. Really interesting that they chose the V-Dualies instead of the Emperors. Or the what are they playing? Were they playing Tetris earlier?
They were playing Tetris. Don't know why.
But wow, they could have easily scored there.
Yeah,
but
because of that, we're gonna see them just getting pushed back out very slowly.
Oh wait, MTSU is kind of failing at this push.
Yeah, they tried to go in when all of them were alive, sort of got bunched up, and the Blasters really likes that scenario where you can just shoot and they're gonna hit someone.
Absolutely. Booyah's coming out.
Canceling.
Oh, we love to see the Squiffer. Not going to be able to hit that shot, though.
And they're finally
close range Squiffer. Yo! Unlucky, but no clams. Where's the economy?
Just had the super clam.
The economy's in the shambles. We're entering a recession.
A bit too topical right now.
Whoa! The jet double
from
the stack. That's so sneaky though. Like from right behind stack, you're just like, I am here. I am above you. It's exactly where the jet wants to be. Dav going in, trying to make some more space with this whale to go down on ONSU.
Yeah, and that's taking a lot of space just being annoying on that left side, allowing them to build up so many claims. You can see that they just lost all of them on fighting the fight on flat, and we're just going to see their head is just trying to stay alive, stay safe jumps, and be this wall that you just can't push towards.
Absolutely. We see that Dooley's trying to get into a good position to crab. We have the clams here. The clams are online. 10 seconds left. Overtime will trigger, though. We do have a power clam on board. Splashdown gets put up. Whale gets put up. Booyah Bomb ready. Not able to find anything.
On the flank.
Extremely aggro-headed. Not going to be able to find anything. It's just the blaster and a dream, and that's going to be the game.
Yes, as that power clam expires, and that will be the end for this match.
3-0 for MTSU.
Yeah, we did see a bit of a change in their comp, trying to... You saw that they brought out that crab to sort of keep their space, and it was working a bit, but they were a bit unlucky with coordinating pushes, and not being able to keep up their clam economy.
Right. Like they got multiple times when their opponents were 3 down, 4 down, but they had no clams.
Yeah.
They had nothing to cash in with. So I think, and that's kind of on both teams actually. Both teams didn't really have somebody that could move around the map and get clams. That's usually your zap player or your splash player or whoever's painting for your team, unless you have a brush.
And we just saw that big push at the beginning from MTSU Skyfall that sort of took away with the game. Like they got that great push with the getting a lot of picks on their Brella. It's getting a lot of picks and taking a lot of space. Just walking up slick and just existing.
Yeah, like how do you, like, if you don't have like a bomb, you're not fighting that guy. Or if you're like a blaster, I guess, but you know.
Yeah. So yeah, the Brella pick was going really strong.
Yeah. We do love to see Brella players. I would like to see Tent come out, but nobody plays Tent.
Yeah, I think there is one person at this venue who plays Tent, but they're not competing.
They're not competing, yeah. No Tent players today.
So that will be...
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break as we go into round 2, I believe.
Yes, and
alrighty.
Round 2 of Group 2. Very exciting.
Welcome back to the Purdue 2025 Invitational.
I'm not Constantine. Why am I not Constantine?
Oh, that's true. Where'd Constantine go?
Where'd Constantine go? Well,
we have Lettuce.
Hello, I'm
Introduce
Lettuce.
yourself.
I'm not Constantine. I'm gonna be with you for the next little bit. Constantine, he's gone. I think he. Oh yeah. So he did turn into a pile of ash in this chair. I did kind of.
Ooh. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
But while we mourn him, we'll get ready for round number 2 here in pool number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see ONSU Gray. We saw them last round as well, so hopefully they'll get some, have some better games.
Mm-hmm.
And then going against Rising Moon, which I actually don't know a lot about Rising Moon.
I also don't know much. You'll have to remind me how ONSU Gray, because you were on mic for obviously with the late great Constantine.
The late great Constantine.
You'll have to remind me how did round 1 go for them?
Not particularly well, unfortunately, but I think they'll at least get a game in here. You know, that's what we want to see. You always hope to get at least one.
At least one. And remember, it is you know, it says round robin, but the format is modified Swiss, so every game does matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if you lose the set, you can just take one off your opponent.
Mm-hmm. Every game matters. There's no, you know, if you go down 2, then you don't give up. Well, not that you should get up anyway, but it's playoff 3. Every game matters.
Yeah,
so
and we're here to have fun.
Yeah, we'll have fun. I love these lands, like the local, well, quote unquote local. We have teams from all over here. It's really nice to see, but the sort of local lands are a lot of fun. Moving right along here to round 2, we saw the same maps of round 2 in pools 1: Ramen Zones, Rainmaker Undertow, and Tower Haggle. And we're getting right into it as we play game 1.
Put a sprinkler on the bowl.
Put a sprinkler
on the bowl.
We'll see if they have any sprinklers to not a particularly popular sub.
I mean, pencil.
That's pen, yeah.
Well, no pens here.
No pen here.
You know, running that dualies again.
No pen here. Double?
Whoa!
No pen. That's a little bit unusual.
Dualie v dual,
Dualie v dualie.
Both of them are running their standard QR stuff, but it's really interesting that they're running Dualie Carbon.
Yeah, Dualie Carbon, and then also both sides running a headed.
Mm-hmm.
Normally you would see at least one pencil on this map, but we did see some pencil nerfs recently in the most recent patch, so maybe that has something to do with it. Falsetto, unfortunately, falling. What? Where's that Booyah? Booyah came from the bottom right. But as we talk,
the wall.
ONSU Gray goes down 3, and Rising Moon pushing ahead into the enemy 3, going down 2 themselves as they try and capitalize on that 3 down to push, but not quite able to do it. And we're back in neutral.
I think this is the first Zuka we've seen all day.
Surely not.
On stream, at least.
On stream, maybe.
On stream, it's the first Zuka we've seen all day.
Looks like we're fighting to get into the enemy street here. Strikes coming in from Rising Moon. Still an even a zone flip there. Not quite able to get that lead back from Rising Moon as they are pushed back into disadvantage.
Ooh, going a little too far. Booyah Bomb trying to find something. Not gonna be able to find something.
Zuka. That is a pick from the Zuka.
Even after the nerfs, it's still good.
It's still good.
Ooh,
there's the 2 down.
Cooler down.
They have the space. That is their cooler down. They do have the space to move forward. Carbon sharking here, waiting for anyone to drop into that right pit. Meanwhile, the rest of the team pushing into the enemy street.
That's not a frontline weapon!
Not a quite. Especially with Bucket, that's a tough fight.
Yeah. Whoa, the cross-up?
Doing cross-up? No, they got the pick. The strike. And they did manage to get the zone. I wasn't paying attention to the score. They did manage to get the lead flip. But they did go 3 down. The Tetris, however, holding that space as the jump comes in.
No stealth jump!
No stealth jump.
Oh!
A wipe. But they do have to get through a couple of penalty points and then all the way down to 35.
Strikes coming out to stall. Maybe to smoke screen. Ooh, they called that out.
They don't.
Object permanence, do they have it?
Do they have it? The Zuka potential.
Not the same Zuka position!
Not but they are. That is 2 down as we were watching Ben.
Ooh, the trip's a little bit late there.
A little bit late. We do see ONSU Gray able to push into the enemy street here, establish themselves on that, what do you call that? We call that block on
yeah, Smash. Yeah, it can be block, like block street, whatever you want to call it. We do see someone going under the underpass here.
trying to find their way back into mid.
Trip
The
comes-
strikes help them out to try to do so. However, we do have that Carbon in that bottom left holding the face. If they do get a pick, it's like they're going to bide their time, shark around in that bottom right court, maybe move
Whoa.
out the street a little bit,
Whoa.
potentially for something big. Not
little
quite, though.
too far, but they
did get
do
called
trade
out.
out. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ooh, Bucket going down to this Tetris here in the left pit. It looks like we're about to get some more points on the board as we cut through penalty. The Booyah coming out into the street, it looks like.
Smoke screening the shark, maybe? Smoke screening the
We
shark!
get 2 from the Shark, and a third!
Smoke screening
A
the
wipe
shark
for
is
ONSU
such
Gray.
a rare play that you have to expect. Like,
I think that's game.
it absolutely is. There's no way they get to zone in time.
That's game 1 for ONSU Gray. Already a better, it looks like we're
A
going a
much
little bit better
better
for them
showout.
than round 1.
Absolutely. Man! They should have known. They should.
You
They
should've-
should.
I mean,
They should have known.
if you
I
got-
knew.
Yeah, I mean, if you see that if the Sharks are glowing,
Back to.
I was gonna try and end that a little bit, more poetically, but
Back to frick
back
up.
to frick up also works. That very solid advice, I feel. Back to frick up, especially on a map like
It's a straight line.
yeah, Ramen Zones. That it's a straight line. It's skinny.
Mhm.
It's about it's a little smaller than a shark wide.
Yeah.
So you got to know it's coming.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think they got a little bit scrambled by the Booyah Bomb as it sort of cut off their push back into their own street, and then as they were backing up for the Booyah Bomb, they got sort of blindsided by the shark.
Yeah. Booyah is probably one of the most powerful specials on that map, in my opinion. Just because there's only one real way you can get to zone.
Right.
Unless you want to go all the way around
And it's on the field for a deceptively long amount of time. Like, you don't normally think about how long Booyah Bomb is until you're waiting behind one to go forward. Like,
yeah. It pushes you out for a lot longer than Strike does. Unless, you're spacing out your strikes, but then it doesn't cover that big of an area.
Yeah. Which normally, the trade-off for the longer or lateral space is a lot more desirable. But again, on a map like Ramen Zones, where you have to go, well, not necessarily have to, but that's the area, right? As you try to go through street.
Yeah.
There's alternate ways, but you don't want to do a whole team push through there. Somebody's got to go through street. Meanwhile, getting back right into it with game number 2 here of round 2.
Last time we saw this map, we saw a well string. Do we see another well string? No.
looks like
Whoa.
we see-
Carbon.
Carbon,
Carbon.
Dooley.
Very
Rising Moon. Was it Rising Moon that had the Carbon last time, or was it ONSU Gray? But we have already one down on the side of ONSU Gray as a quick pop and pickup from Rising Moon here as they try to take it forward. But we have falsetto here. Shark and Rainmaker.
Never to fight with the Rainmaker.
They are able to survive. Here comes the Shark. 2, and that's a wipe. A strong start from Rising Moon. However, they are able to, they aren't able to quite get the push going, and ONSU Gray counters them pretty easily with a wipeout to boot. And looks like we're going to go for a lead switch here.
Yeah, that Rainmaker shot was so close to killing the Tetra. It was.
Another, again, already 2 down.
Wait, no one's defending final.
Yeah, the Carbon's just here for free, but they managed to get caught out, not quite able to set themselves up. But
There's so much space here. No.
but they go 2 down anyway.
Very good. Shark.
I mean,
The Booyah Bomb. The shark.
the shark. Doesn't get anybody, but it does clear a lot of space, and the Tetra not able to clear. But the Carbon. The Carbon is just ahead it.
Wait, did the Carbon die to a bump?
Everything's happening so fast after him.
It's crazy. 24 though. 24 points is pretty dang good for this map mode.
But as we know, no lead is safe.
No lead is safe.
No
for
lead is
Rainmaker.
safe. 2 down on the sides of ONSU Gray.
Zuka coming out.
Wait,
Too
look at the
early.
jump.
Too early.
Not quite able to get any value out of that Zuka, but they do still have the Rainmaker. They are still able to slowly
They
push up.
know the
mid.
Carbon's on left. They saw the burst bomb come out. They saw
The Carbon duel! Ben's gonna win that one.
Of the criminals. Whoa,
And the crowd gets the Booyah, and they're 3 down. It's just the T-Tech.
It's just the Whoa, what?
Gets the jump out. Yep.
What are they doing over there?
I don't know.
anyways, they're trying to figure out, do they want to push this any further?
Can they extend that lead?
Can they extend the lead, or do they just want to hold it in this corner? This corner is really hard to push into without specials.
I mean, Rainmaker, you know, it's a stalling mode. Once you get lead, you can sort of play lane, win game.
Yeah, and they kind of are. They're just kind of sitting in this corner. The issue is if they get specials to like break it open, but they are pushing now with the Booyah Bomb, trying to displace this crab here.
Did you get the crab dead?
No.
The Rainmaker just got another 2 down.
Ben!
Oh, it's just the Tetris. A wipe?
Okay, this is their chance. They have cooler. They can take a lot of space really, really quickly.
They have cooler, but it's all the way back there. 2 of their teammates don't have it.
I don't think they even need it. I think they just want the Rainmaker to go forward.
That's fair. Bazooka coming out.
Not finding anybody. Somebody actually going down on the far
They are getting pushed back a little bit. Finding their space once again in that little cover area. 2 go down on the side of ONSU's Great.
Can they find the one more? They did find one more. It's 4v2.
Was that a delayed?
It was a I think it might have been delayed. Carbon trying to make as much space, unable to find anything. Crab going out, kind of on the low ground though, not able to really get a good angle on top of Plat. One drop
on the Crab. The Crab does go down in there. It's just the Carbon though.
It's just the Carbon, and the Carbon's jumping in. Does it have stealth jumps? I think they did. Oh, found out by the other Carbon.
Not quite enough, but
fortunate.
Check is down.
Check is down.
And we have a minute 30 left in this game. It's anyone's game at this point.
It is anyone's game. I think it is unfortunate that I believe 24 is past the slick cheese. So I don't think just like touching the ramp is good enough anymore.
Strikes coming out on that spine there.
They found one.
The head in the bottom right corner. They're 2 down.
Wait, are they going slick? Oh, I thought they could. They could have. I think they could have gone slick.
Start coming out from ONSU Gray. Not quite able to find any value, but
okay, it is gonna get punished.
They do die for it.
But they are coolered. Rainmaker is like 2 HP. Look at that
screen.
That screen is so blue.
Wait, somebody's behind them still.
Oh, the Booyah's gonna stop that push. Oh my god.
The Rainmaker's still alive.
Wait, they're
still alive.
They're running away.
The head is behind them.
No, just swim. They got the lead.
40 seconds left. It's not quite over yet, but it's looking dire for ONSU Gray.
If you're the T, you just shark here. You just shark here if you're the T-Tech.
But they know you're there.
Yeah. They have no clue.
They know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They have no idea.
Trading out the head I think that's a good value trade. That's their cooler.
That is their cooler. They lost all 50 points. They had 100 points. They had it ready. They lost 50 points especially
that's
for that.
That's a huge trade. Start coming out from also
if
gets punished for it.
No. You can't let them touch it.
We're good.
4 seconds left. They do pick it up.
Grab it.
They do grab it.
All right, they have one last push here.
One push. They don't have a timer extension. Only 50 seconds. Trying to
Dooley's
dive for it.
in, not quite able
not
to
going to
get
be able to
the
find it.
Rainmaker.
You play safe here.
Zuka coming out. I don't know if that got anybody.
Carbon gets it. Carbon gets it. Carbon gets it.
Oh, the Carbon with the pick right at the end there.
It means we're going to game 3.
Game 3. ONSU Gray. A very strong showing, but not quite able to hold up to that one last push from Rising Moon.
Right. I think they were very out of position.
I mean, they were, right? We saw, I think that was the dualies, which, that's what dualies likes to do, but when you're 2 down like that,
you can't do that.
You need to be between the objective and where the team.
Right. You can't just be behind the Rainmaker, because if the Rainmaker's running away from you and it's getting them points, that's a problem.
Yeah. And they had to head it, but again, it's that's one thing about this map specifically is that they got rid of the uninkable, right?
Yeah.
But so you have the ability to just sort of paint up, and then it's very hard in this game. There's an aim block on how far down or up you can go. So if you just hug that left wall, then what are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do? Try to right hand peek the wall? No,
right,
players don't they're not thinking about the right hand peek when looking down.
Yeah. So unfortunately, they just again they got caught out of position. The Rainmaker ran right past them, and the lead flipped.
Yep, which means we are going into clams, or is it TC?
It's I just played TC Haggle, a map that I've heard described as a final destination.
It kind of is. Hagglefish on honestly both modes it's usually played on is very much a neutral type of mode. It's like there's no gimmicks. It's just you got 3 lanes and you gotta push. It's got good snipe sight lines. It's got a bit of everything for everybody.
A map that I think you're happy to see in a 1-1.
Yeah, yeah, it's very balanced. Like, cause you're not gonna like, it's not really a counter pick map.
Right. Yeah. And if I'm either team, I'm saying, look, these games have been close. All right.
You run what you run.
You run what you run. You run what you're comfortable with. I'll be interested to see if we're gonna see the Carbon duel again.
I personally don't like Carbon on this map.
Yeah, it is.
Really open.
Yeah, it's open. It's also, I think, I don't play Carbon. I'm a shooter main, as you
Right.
maybe saw earlier if you were watching stream. But I think maybe Carbon is not, TC is maybe not Carbon's best mode. I think if you're playing TC and you want to play a roller, you're a lot better serviced by the roller.
Yeah, the bubble is really nice.
The range, extra range onto
little bit of
tower.
extra range. Just all around. Because the tower doesn't move like as fast as like something like Rainmaker does, so you don't really need that Carbon speed.
Yeah, your speed is very much capped by how fast the tower goes. Like you can't just, I mean, obviously you want to be in front of it, but you can't just abandon it entirely.
Yeah.
But we
Still
do see the
Carbon
coming out again from Onishi Gray. However, Rising Moon here opting not to go for it this time, which I think is a smart, as we discussed, I think
that's
it's a smart play.
Yeah.
Did
They
you
are
see
opting for double
double
strikes!
strikes, T-Tech
That's
and...
so lame!
Well, again, we discussed it earlier. Play lane, win games.
Double strike on DC is so lame.
Look, if I'm trying to win this set and we're 1-1, I'm playing as lame as
Yeah,
possible.
absolutely.
Uh-oh,
Did they see it? They see it!
They
They
see
saw
it.
it! They saw it!
Not
Caught.
quite able to
Ow.
get past the perception there, and they do go 2 down for that.
Sometimes they just roll a 20 on perception.
Sometimes they do, yeah. Sometimes you roll.
Whoa, no stealth jump.
No stealth jump. Doesn't quite seem to matter though in that scenario, but they do get traded right back. It's just this bloodbath.
These fights are so scrappy.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed about this set is that both teams are like, again, it's back and forth. Someone goes down, someone else goes down, someone else goes down. It's not like
The bombs don't find
we see
anything.
this huge fight in mid here.
Wait, did they shark?
Yes,
What is going on?
it looked like to me at least a crab coming out from ONSU Gray, not quite able to get very
Right.
much value.
Oh my
The
God.
Tetra's going in.
But all these bombs! So many bombs! There's nowhere to roll! But they're trying to just charge their strikes here. But they
Tech going trying for the flank. They do get called out though, and they do have to retreat back.
Strikes is going to be
Duke
sent
gets a
on.
pick.
Yep.
Strikes on the tower. Strikes are over. They are able to get past that second check.
More
Third check,
strikes.
rather. More strikes.
It's just Carbon. It's just Carbon.
Carbon
It's
on
just
the
Carbon.
tower. They are able to get the pick on that Carbon though.
39 is pretty respectable, but not safe in the slightest.
No.
They need to get this crab set up in mid, take some space. Somebody should be on tower.
They have crab. They have strikes.
They have everything.
They have stuff to work with here.
They
They're
literally
not
have all four
strikes
specials.
coming out. Strikes on the crab and the shark. No. That shark got 2. That's a delayed wipe.
I think the downside of strikes is that you can't go into squid form while you have them out,
Yes.
and that shark was just like, oh, they're both in strikes.
Yummy strikes.
Yum. Oh.
Ooh, they do get the pick though on the Tetras.
But they can't. That ledge is kind of out of bounds now because the Carbon exists.
Yeah. Crab fight in
look
mid here.
at
They do
that.
get a pick. ONSU gets a pick from the crab.
Big
The
flank.
T-Tech coming around though. They do get called out.
You have strikes. You can't die here.
Oh, that's very risky.
You still have strikes, please. You still have
Use them.
strikes, please.
Pop them away. They had strikes the whole time.
They had strikes the
the whole time, and the Carbon is
And they got all the jumps back. No.
and the Carbon is wreaking havoc here in the enemy
And
spawn.
that's gonna be the
They get
game.
picked, but it's not. It's too late.
I was like, all right, you got the pick. Go throw your strikes at them.
Again, that same thing we sort of saw on in game 2, but from the other team this time, caught out of position.
Yeah.
Went for the flank on the crab, got the pick, but now you're out of position and your team's all dead and you're behind the objective. I understand the need to fight there, but again, you have strikes and you're holding onto them, and then you die to the Carbon, who goes on to kill the rest of your team.
Just throw strikes at the tower.
Just throw strikes at the tower.
It's fine.
There's a reason you pick double strikes on this.
Yeah,
mode.
yeah. That's like the reason you pick double strikes is to throw strikes at the tower. So throw strikes at the tower.
And again, unfortunately, I like the Franklin Club. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. It just came at a bad time. And now you're the only one, and you're caught behind the objective. And again, it's that same problem that the other team had against you in that second game, is where one person is caught out behind the objective, and now the other team just gets to run it forward for free. And again, it's less of an issue on tower because it's a slower game mode, but it is still an issue, especially when you have. I mean, I think they had lead already.
Yeah.
But again, as you're getting so close to the end of the game there, it's just an unfortunate position to be in.
Right. But I believe there's a round 3 coming up.
Yes, it is round
Yeah,
3.
there
I
is a round
believe
3
so.
coming up, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with round 3.
Yeah, see you then. Hello, everybody. We are back with round 3, Walk versus ONSU Gray. ONSU Gray, all 3 matches streamed.
Congrats to them.
Congrats to them. You're not Astro.
Wait, really? No way. That's crazy. We got rid of him, actually.
We got rid of him.
We told him that he was on for way too long.
Yeah, so
but we appreciate it.
We brought him out back behind the shed.
Oh,
and, well, you know.
I wasn't gonna go that.
Well,
far.
I mean, I feel like transparency is important.
I agree. In his place, same. Obviously, I took the low tats because what can go wrong with the low tats. I'm Corona Beer from Illinois State University. You might have seen me. I was here last year commentate quite a bit actually, here and there whenever they need me. I've done some CCA commentating as well. So on the mic, hot, ready to go, just like your pizza that you have in your hand right now. Ready to go with Walk versus Octos and Squids United. Great, that is a mouthful. And we got a map list.
Yes, we do. So let's talk about these teams a little bit here, because we've seen ONSU Gray on stream, again, like I said earlier, all 3 of their matches here. And then also, I do have a little bit of privileged information about Walk, being that you saw me earlier on stream. I'm Lettuce. I play for Bash, another pretty team.
Yeah.
ONSU Gray, again, we've seen them, we've run their dualies. Again, we're probably going to see another dualie v dualie. I know Walk has a very good dualies player, Electronic.
Oh, yeah. He is. They are scary for sure.
Oh, for
Those
sure.
are someone that, if Walk does get into our final bracket here, we are very much not looking forward to play, because I know Electronic nutty.
Walk is
soft.
Yeah,
so.
Walk is a team to watch. But so are you guys. You guys are. I think you're the number 1 seed, aren't you?
We are, yes. I didn't say it, guys.
Oh, listen, I'm here. Listen, I'm here to hype up my co-commentator. This is Corona Beer, brush player for the number 1 seeded team at the tournament today.
Okay. My ego's like all the way up here already. You didn't need to inflate it anymore.
Well, I'm just, credit where credit is due. Credit where credit is due.
And you guys are going as well, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I saw. So, number 2.
Now let's go. Jumping right into it.
I love it. I already love this Walk team because of their matching banners here, and this is why I.
Oh, the 10. Okay, so to explain a little bit here, Veckel is classically known around these parts as a tent main. However, he did switch off the weapon recently for Stamper, but he's bringing it back. He's bringing it back for this tournament.
Back and better than ever. And I will say, the Russian side of OSU is gonna do some work here. Vio on the play, getting some good work here, and the first. There's the 1v1.
Maybe.
Oh!
Able to Clover on the S-Blast, able to hold the space. Doesn't even let him get lead off of that.
Not indeed, but also they didn't really have much of a lead anyway. But Specials Online falsetto, unfortunately going down here. Electronic says hello, Sir Dork. I totally wanted to say Sir Doink, but it is indeed Sir Dork here. Vio catches them outside. How about that? Electronic down for the count. And all the specials are here. Vio moves and gets a kill here.
Walks through the Booyah Bomb, through the Zuka, further into the zone.
Hello? Hi?
Clover's behind him right now.
Guys.
Vio, how are you alive still? Vio, how are you alive still?
Goodness gracious. What planet are we on?
What dark magic what spells did you cast before you came here today?
I have no clue, but I do indeed have the hype here for Ben playing Ink Rush. I like that. I try not to be biased here, but I'm going to be biased against the Rush.
Clover caught myself on the left side there. 2 down again on the side of Walk here. Electronic rather. In that dirt. He gets caught out too.
He did! But Ben, unfortunately, almost gets something there, but not going to happen. Ippo. I don't know how to say that.
Episto,
yeah, there you go, guys. I'm learning out here, so I'm going to get bashed after this matchup to say that wrong, but Episto
Walt comes right back and says, okay, you get a wipe, we get a wipe. We are not letting that go unanswered as they wipe ONSU Gray and push up into their plat. Now, one does go down, but they are able to hold their space in mid as the timer ticks down. 30 points left to go here for Walt.
Yeah, and if you, I don't remember if this was streamed for us, but in the end, we got shut down here because this timer, look at this, it's happening again here, 2 down for OSU. And the
Shark coming in from ONSU Gray, they are able to get them neutralized, but not quite the zone. It looks like they do go punish front, and I think that's game.
Electronic getting a
Electronic in their spawn.
Yeah, Electronic getting that finishing blow in their spawn just casually. He's just a chill guy.
I would say, yeah, where's Electronic at? You go over and he's in the enemy spawn. Again, we were talking about it earlier. Scary dualies player.
Yeah, but nonetheless, we did see obviously some great plays from everybody. We're not going to be, glazing Electronic only.
Yeah.
But
Listen, we got enough glaze to go around.
Yeah, I got a dozen donuts.
Exactly. Yeah,
just
we got
for you.
we got plenty.
I'm giving it to everybody. Maybe 2 to Ben because he's playing. He's got props. For
That's
brush,
true. Yeah,
but-
you do the brush has got to stick together.
Well, everybody gets a glaze.
Everybody
donut.
gets a glaze.
Mm-hmm.
On to Museum Clan Bits here. I'm wondering if we're gonna see that tent from Vecla again. It seemed to have worked for the Mahi, but again, Mahi's a lot smaller of a map, and Stamper and Zip especially are really good on Museum. So I'm wondering if he's gonna make that switch or if he's gonna stick with his beloved tent umbrella.
I'm not them, but also remember, it is Clamblitz. So
That's true. It is Clamblitz.
It could be a good push mover. We don't know until we see it. We're not actually stalking these players right behind them. Be like, what weapon are you playing?
Not yet. I do unfortunately have my psychic link to all Purdue students blocked in the interest of fairness.
That's fair. I mean, I don't, but I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I have that thought where you're just walking through the hall and someone's like, you know where this is? I was like, I don't go here.
ONSU grade, did they have? I'm trying to remember if they played an Ink Brush in round 2, and I don't
Ben
necessarily
did not.
remember them. So
I
this is new for.
I actually talked. I was told that they are. I'm Kermit. That's awesome. We got a profile picture change here,
Hi-ho.
folks. I am Kermit the Frog here. We gotta get back into it.
Good to be here.
Unfortunately, the evil man, I will not say his name, has actually gone into my Kermit the Frog impression, so it's like a mix of it. So I won't do it because the president is in.
Oh,
yeah, the president has snuck into my Kermit impression, and I can't get it out.
dastardly.
Yeah, the demons have gone through.
He's a sneaky little guy.
Yeah, but
Anyway, moving along into past that, waiting here for these teams to ready up as we head into Claims Museum, another map that I think it's a funny map, right? Again, we saw the pen on the side of Walk, right? And that's a Pisto who is actually a long time Pencil main. Pisto picked up Pencil on release, so he's been with the thing since it was bottom tier and been with it as it rose up to the top. So he's been a Pencil main.
that's great, but my weapon's been, not great for 7-8 years now. So
I mean,
what do you say about that? Actually, it's almost 9. It's almost 9. Or 10. I don't remember. 2015. It's 2025.
That's 10 years. That's a decade of brush.
So my weapon's been, not top notch for 10 years. What do you say about that?
Well,
that dedication?
I have to say that I apologize for you, but also, maybe you
It's not Brella though.
It's not Brella.
Sorry, Brella mains.
Sorry, Brella mains. We're
I
so
love you.
sorry.
Besides
for you.
10, but even then 10 it was broken.
We did see a tent though. We have a tent.
We did. I was
in
going
this
to say
set.
10's broken. Well, it was broken, I should say, at the start of Splatoon 3. So.
I was saying that we saw a Pisto on that Pencil before. ONSU Gray with I believe a Headit, but Museum, a very classically Charger favorite map.
Yeah.
Although there is maybe concern with Clan Blitz if you want some speed instead. But I think Penn has the ability to keep up the pace. We'll see if we get a comp change from ONSU Gray here. We see the 10. H3D?
Is that Jet? Watch your Jet?
L3D?
Wait, I have no clue, guys. I'm gonna be honest. We never see this weapon. Is it? Oh, it's.
Oh,
that
the
makes
stamp
sense.
buff.
That makes
Very interesting. And we see the tent again from Beckel.
Sticking with that heavy, I should say, the edit, I should say here, and that brush. So that's what I love to see. But Beckel here he's just doing a really good job of getting some pings down and just being a menace in this corner because you don't want to come up to this person.
And that's
but speaking of that,
two down
that's
already
two down
on the side
right
of
there.
ONSU Gray.
And Ben is in a sticky situation here. I would be backing up here. Indeed, Ben does that. But Veo here has been getting some great picks. Nice trade, but
I believe
this is going to go in
both
favor
were
of Walk.
coolered, I think. So that does end up being an even trade. Sword Door going in here, going after the Bazooka. Beckel is able to get protect himself with Bazooka here, and that's 2 down inside of Gray, and Walk makes a push here. They
Yeah,
have another
here it
ball
is.
coming in with the Tenderbolt, and that's down to 51.
Down to 51, but
Clover
Ben,
on the
I really
L3D.
like Ben.
Unfortunately, Walk goes 3 down, and Onus Gray pushing back into mid here.
I was going to say, I really like Ben's whales there. That's exactly what I would do there. Bomb, whale bomb. I don't know if they did the bomb maneuver there, but still, the whales went right straight at what they're looking at. But Valsetto with the shark attack hits one, but Clover with the L.
With the L, the L3. I feel like we haven't talked enough about the L3D. This is not a weapon that you see. This is what?
Wait.
Was that a dart kill, or did he just?
We're
It looked like he
replaying
just
that
killed him with the ball.
We're going to have slow-mo cam after the fact of this matter here to look at that. Jeez Louise. Ben gets a pickup kill, looking like they were going to go down, but Electronic lets them get the trade. In fact, Vecco here trying to make some space. That bomb, no way, Jose.
Has the
That's not
Zuka
gonna
though.
happen.
Opting not to use it.
Dying. No specials either side though.
But Walk is still in man advantage here.
That's indeed, but Ben goes way too far into enemy territory there and gets picked off. Clover with the ball, going to try to move. Step rushing in, gets and helps the team with some kicks. Ben though back. Oh, gets a nice pick, 3 down. OSU.
Oh, and a wipe from Walk. So not quite able to get any value out of that hammer, but the rest of the team comes in and cleans up. This is a very powerful crowd spot here, Electronic.
But can be shut
Backing
down
up
really easily.
Backing
Oh
up
my
right
goodness.
into that suction bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, the hammer gets canceled.
1 down OSU here. The pistol staying in mid. Look at this. Now they still have mid control, so they're very much still in control.
So not a huge push, just 10 more points on the board, but they do still
Yeah.
have mid control, and they have a ball, 2 balls for another push right afterwards here. Unfortunately, Mephisto goes down to the whale. Jake goes down, or rather Electronic goes down to something we didn't quite see, but that's 2 down on the side as well because they get pushed back a little bit further to their plat.
I will say this is dangerous. Look at this. 23 plus 2 more is 25. Plans for Walk here. But look behind. Ben says, hello.
2 down for
Shark.
Walk.
Ben, the whole squad, they need to be aggressive here, though. Pistol, though, is going to get sent back here.
Oh, the hammer!
And the hammer's just going to shut it down.
It's hammer time.
Oh, that's not good.
Dying. It's a bloodbath out here.
What is happening?
The booyah for
Third
space.
door
Oh,
is
but
gonna
they
get
just
absolutely
canceled by the
destroyed.
Zuka?
Oh my gosh, Beckle said, nah, not today. Look at it, 7 clams for 1.
And they're
2
already
massive big power clams for the other. Electronic.
the dually fight.
Dewey v. Dewey. Falsetto wins it all, but
But
nonetheless.
they do get it. Walk gets points on the board.
Walk gets points, but Veo
Unfortunately,
shuts
they
down
aren't
the
able
ball.
to get that ball in.
Pistol's
Pisto, is he
going
going to go
for
for
it.
it? Surely not. Surely not. Surely not. Okay, all right. He does the smart thing and backs out, but they
But
Onus
still
Gray does
lives.
go 2 down.
I think that was, unfortunately, they needed to get that pencil there, a pistol here, but stays alive, and they're going to have mid here. This is the most, oh my
the
goodness,
pick.
Ben. Unfortunately, goes down to pistol here with that pen. Not looking good, but they do have a clam, that pity clam, but they're all, look at, they're all kind of stuck in there.
Yeah.
Look how much pain.
Oh, another
has,
pick from
and
the pen.
third
Shark
door,
goes out. It's
unfortunately,
just the
goes
Shark.
down.
But the Shark gets 2! Evening the playing field as Falsetto fights it out with Clover there in the corner.
Chat, I need some booms
Clover's
for
gonna
that
lose. It's
Shark
just
right there.
That was a fantastic, one of the, maybe the best case scenario for Shark. That's when you pop Shark. That's what you're thinking about in your head.
Yeah, so Vale should be replaced right now by Ben. Unfortunately, Ben
Wait, what is
goes down.
what's happening? Why are you up so far? What's going on?
They are trying to make a hero play, and that's a wipeout.
That's a wipe.
5 big booms for Walk. Boom!
They let a pistol through.
Boom! Boom!
Are they gonna not? Are they gonna KO
And
here?
they go for 7
7
remaining.
points. They could KO. 14 seconds left. Well, wipe. The game's over. The game's over, Corona.
Game set 2-0, but we are playing play all.
It is play all 3, and again, as I said earlier, last set, it is Swiss, so every game matters.
Exactly.
What was the end of that game, Corona?
Madness.
It was a bloodbath.
Words cannot describe what we saw. All players getting opportunities, but in the end, Walk shows why they are dominant here, gets the knockout in the end, gets lots of points, and gets a thumbs up.
It gets a thumbs up, yeah. The thumbs up from Episto to his team. On to the next map, Rainmaker Humpback.
Yeah.
This is a map that it's I think I'm very kind of confident in calling the weirdest like common tournament map.
I think ISU has the best. The Red Embers have the best strategy on this map. those in chat might know of our great run where we lost all in our semifinal match in season 5 or 6 or something like that, because we have a mean of going left. That's our key to victory, is go left on Rainmaker Humpback. So don't do that. We went right on Humpback Pump Track, and unfortunately for MSU, we knocked them out in about 30 seconds by going right. So maybe you should go right.
So we had a similar. Bash had a very similar
them,
against.
That was a great.
I believe it was MTSU Blue, a very similar early KO. That's one of the things. Again, this map is so
cringe.
Yes, it's. I mean, for lack of a better word, it's cringe. It's weird. It's the map geometry. Like, you have elbow, which is such a tight, like, constricting, like, claustrophobic space, and then you have a mid, which is technically wide open, but you have that really weird map geometry of trench, and then you have the hump.
Right.
It just makes interacting with the other team really awkward. And I'm wondering if we're going to see a comp change to sort of reflect that from either team here.
What you said could be summed up in 3 words. Goofy map.
Goofy map is exact. That's
Goofy
almost poetic in its simplicity.
I don't know. I think personally, I think they're gonna get rid of that brush and go to carbon roller. I think that's what we saw last match with Ben. But for the most part, it's been working on the side of walk. I think they'll keep that. But maybe OSU will switch up just a little bit.
I mean, do we see Tent here? I know people don't like Sword on this map because they don't like Zip on this map.
Oh, we definitely see Tent here because of that right play.
I'm gonna say, it would be useful.
Think so.
I'm wondering if we're gonna see any. Oh, we do have we saw on the side of ONSU Gray, we have those Tetras, we have the Slider. Slider, uniquely good on this map mode because it's about the plat, right? Like, so after you take the check on elbow and you're pushing into plat, that whole area from check to the final, like from the first check to final check, that whole plat area is about a reef slider wide.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I truly think the key to victory for OSU Gray here today, they got to get rid of a pistol. I think that's really the big one.
Absolutely.
That's number one. I think that's super high because they kept mid, and just so much pressure there that they were just getting locked out basically, kind of in their spawn the whole time.
And even beyond just the comp of like take out the pencil to push forward, right? We talked a lot about Electronic earlier, but I think you know, if you're someone who knows about Walk, if you've been following them for a little bit, or if you know of them, Epistogran, that's their star player. Epistogran, you know, low ink band, I believe, or if not, at that sort of skill level, you know, getting some around again mid-level results. He's a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Yeah, Pisto, DM me at _Chrono. Yeah, it's just Chrono Beer, and tell me if you're low ink band. Thank you.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I might be lying. I might be just boldface lying to you, but like I think it's if he's not, then he very easily could be.
They are good enough indeed.
But yeah,
nonetheless, here Rainmaker, Humpback Pump Track. If they go left, they get brownie points. I'm gonna like.
What? Again, that's what we were doing. What? We said it goofy map.
Okay, well this is I hope they know it's play all 3 and that this will count. Now,
I would say they know it's Swiss, right?
They definitely did an agreement here of some sort, but nonetheless, you never know. Ben does switch from the brush to the arrow spray, as well as the Tetras go to arrow spray, as well as
Walk goes 2 down to the quad arrow spray comp.
Oh my goodness! No freaking way!
It's one.
Wait, I do like this play though, but
another pick with the gold. Hold on, they're playing quad gold arrow spray. Another pick. The stamp cancel.
Wait, it's alive though. They don't get checked yet though. They haven't gotten checked.
Not quite able to check, but they do have it.
Hey, Sir Door, I believe in you, brother.
Firmly planted in, and picked off by the tent. But their teammates come right in. Gets the trade.
Imagine
another
2.
Is this weapon good?
I think one of them on this map isn't actually troll. I think Buck's con is like legit. I don't even think they like did anything. OSU's con obviously is also legit. They thought of it and was like, yep, we're doing that. But 3 down on the count here.
I mean, they have lead.
Hey, buddy.
It's not a great lead. What? Theo? Calling for the jump. Booyah Bomb comes out from behind them. I would be surprised if that does anything. I'll be perfectly honest.
Well,
with
it won't because of suck.
yeah, 2 down on the side of ONSU. I think we're starting to see the Titan, the gold arrow spray Titan fall a little bit here. 3 down. They're stuck behind.
Hey guys, they're going.
Walk is running. Guys,
They're still moving. Oh, he fell.
oh my god, the
this is
tank
alive.
shield, the Booyah Bomb comes out though. And they're able to push it. And that's a wipe from ONSU Gray. But again, Walk did manage to
Goofy
get
on
it down.
map.
Goofy on map
Goofy
for
on
sure.
comms. Here we go. OSU looking good.
Oh, the
Electronic gets us.
Can we get the second? Not quite able to get the second pick. They are
They got
3
shot.
down. And a wipe from
5
Walk.
big booms
Once
for the
more.
wipe. Boom, boom,
Boom,
boom,
boom,
boom, boom,
boom, boom.
All right, next wipe.
And they're jumping it. They know it's Swiss, right? They know it's Swiss. They know this game matters.
Well, maybe it won't because this is the last of the whole group, and maybe I don't know OSU's or Walk's count, but nonetheless it might not. But at the end of the day, here we go. Clover on the play. Ben! Dun, dun, dun.
Bombs in mid.
What?
And they go 3 down again. Another wipe.
5 booms for the wipe. Boom, 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 boom. Can we get another wipe, please? Electronic.
the gold arrow spray on Electronic here, booyahing onto the pedestal there. 2 down for ONSU Gray. They do manage to get a pick on.
They're looking for the wipe here.
They're looking for.
Well, I'm looking for the wipe.
knockout.
They're looking
I'm
for
looking
the
for
wipe
wipe too. They do manage to get the Rainmaker, and that's
2, 3. Third dork, you're not supposed to jump back in.
It's a bloodbath. 1 down for ONSU Gray. It might be the end of the game here, but no, Vio is here.
Vio
just
gets
to pick
it.
off. Is this
They're
the
gonna
end of the
pick off
game?
this Rainmaker.
The game is still alive.
What is happening?
The hammer coming in.
The hammer.
They get the pick.
Ben's life flashed before his eyes, and it's no good.
Don't go with the hammer buff.
Wait, 3 down, 3 down.
3
Veo,
down.
you're supposed to.
But they do have.
Veo,
they
you're supposed
have
to save the day, but also get wiped.
Who gets top here? Looks like Walk's gonna get it, but they do have the Booyah Bomb online.
They get the
drop
drop.
it. They managed.
Wait.
They managed to
Get the
drop it
last
because
touch.
that's huge. But they
5 big booms for the wipe. Boom, 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 boom.
But
now they gotta get
they're
it
taking
around
it
here
left.
again.
They're doing it, Krona.
And they're going left for right. Let's go.
They know you're watching.
But it doesn't work. As you can see, this choke point is so bad. What was Nintendo?
Well, I mean, when you're fighting 4 gold arrow sprays with a Booyah Bomb, that's a
Oh
Booyah Bomb,
my
that's a Booyah Bomb, that's
gracious.
3 Booyah Bombs.
Wait!
Oh,
Oh, 5 big booms for the wipe! Boom, 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 boom!
5 big booms for wipe, this time on the sides of ONSU
What is
Gray.
happening?
It looks like they maybe have one more chance to try and get it. Oh, but the fight!
Electronic!
Booyah Bomb
Comes
gets canceled, but
in.
it does manage
Oh,
to
wait.
get on the Rainmaker. Wait, they can still get it though.
Behind!
Hammer from behind! Hammer picks the Rainmaker, but again, it's not over yet, Krona. They still have one more chance
Oh
to
my
push.
gosh. You guys have sprinklers. Do they know they have sprinklers? Can I like go over there and tell them they got sprinklers?
There was a sprinkler from Falsetto there. Looks like they are going to have to move back to their...
Falsetto, you know you want it. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us the big booms again. I think we're up to like 5 of those.
Yeah, the Booyah Bomb from the gold arrow spray on Walk's side. Another Booyah Bomb! 2 Booyah Bombs at the same time. What's...
Vio's trying to get the pop here, and D
They do
gets
manage to get
it.
the pop. They have
Ben
one
on the
last
play.
chance here, but they don't! From behind!
Wait.
What? Sword Dork? He put his controller down. What happened?
Sir Dork said it's over! And it was.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to play in that match anymore either. You know what, Krona? You put it so succinctly at the beginning, right? Goofy, math. All right.
They didn't realize we were giving them big booms, so they would have kept going if they realized.
I mean, maybe
we were
they
giving
heard
them
it from there. That was. We can see them. They're emphatically shaking hands.
GG's indeed. That was.
I mean,
that was great
what do you even
for us.
say? What do you even say after a game like that?
GG's.